rift that we explored. And so it says here that today we went into an astral rift and found two factions in conflict on a ruined planet with opposing ideologies. Now, the militarist, the Starlight Vanguard, and the priestly order, the Black Curtain, they both have opposing ideologies, right? They've been in conflict on this war. It seems that it's pretty much just wrecked the entire planet. And I asked you guys, who should we visit? And so again, guys, after this stream today, you will get the chance to vote on another poll here that will be in my YouTube community poll. And so be sure to check that out after the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like and subscribe. Let me know if I'm doing something right or wrong. And let's look at what we have here. And so you guys voted for visiting the Starlight Vanguard. And that is what we're going to do today. And so I'm going to close out this screen here, and we are right here where we left off, and visiting the Starlight Vanguard it is. And so yeah, it says that there are several large population centers at the surface of this planet, and based on their transmissions, we have identified both of these empires, who we just mentioned before. Now, at this point, we are certain that the similarities in our own languages cannot be mere coincidence. These are our living ancestors. And so let's visit the Starlight Vanguard, and we're gonna see what happens here in this first astral rift that we are exploring. And so there it is, and now we got our game going. Another thing we're going to be focusing on in this game as well. Oh, we got a situation with the Manifesti. Nice. We are in the early game, so we're in the year 2218, and we just started making contact with, I think, what, maybe 3 empires so far. But before we start this, let's look at our empire. And so we're playing again with the Dimensional Dominion. That's this blue border here that is in the middle of a barred spiraling galaxy. We're playing on a medium size as well, and so about 600 stars are going to be in this game. Now, for my empire, we are egalitarian, xenophiles, and spiritualist. And then for our civics, I went with Dark Consortium and Dimensional Worship, which is a newer civic that you can play with that gives me monthly astral threads, gives me a increased chance of having astral rifts appear in the systems that I control, and it gives us a rare technology appearance rate, increasing it just by, I think, what, 1.1% chance. And so, yeah, we also started with the Rift World Origin, and this starts us with a ancient crater archaeology site, which we explored in the last stream. If you missed that, pretty much we found a rift sphere, and it turns out that a species has colonized or crashed into our planet a long time ago, and this was the origin of my species. And then after that, it'll say that there's a chance for an astral rift to appear in systems I control by 100%. Now, with that origin as well, if we go here, opening is my home system. This is the astral rift that we started on, and this is the astral rift we are currently researching right now. And so we're exploring this. Again, we have the Black Curtain and the Starlight Vanguard inside of it. We're going to be visiting the Starlight Vanguard. And so let's start off by checking out our planets, making sure everything looks safe and dandy here. And it looks like I have a few districts open. Let me see what jobs are being worked on this planet. All right, and so we have a few technician jobs open and pretty much mostly clerk jobs open, but the amenities are already really high, so I don't have to worry too much about these clerk jobs, but I think I might probably go ahead and build a city district. I'm going to buy some minerals there so that we have enough to do that, and we're going to go ahead and build one of these so that it opens up another building slot on my worlds. Now, let's look at our next technology here. We have a adaptive bureaucracy. This increases edict funds, which is also very nice. And this goes back to galactic paragons, the xenolinguistics technology. If we build a starbase building, the interstellar recruitment office, this will make renowned leaders appear more frequently. And so we'll get a little bit of influence from researching that technology as well. These are the other 2 technologies we're researching too. But let's jump back to St. Pomeroy. And this planet's been pretty interesting because we colonized it not knowing that the species that colonized this world ended up pretty much living on humongous continent-sized beast. And so we've been trying to manage our way around that. And really, I've been pretty much leaning towards making this planet more of a unification planet. And I want to make sure I got that right. No, in this case here, it's a ecclesiastical center. And so this is going to increase priest output and priest upkeep. Is that what I want? I gotta see if that's the job title for these guys. So we have culture workers. Okay. Looks like I've made alloys a favorite job on this world as well. Okay, I guess I was trying to go with more unity here. Okay, yeah, so cool. Temples will add priest jobs. And so I think that's what I might lean into so we can get some more unity. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and start our game here, and welcome to the Dimensional Dominia Part 2 playthrough, where we're going to be looking at unlocking more of these astral actions. Now, so far, we have 2 of them. The first one is gaining physics insight, which we've been using a few times in the first episode, but today we're going to be using it maybe a little bit more depending on how these astral rifts go, and astral splitting. And so this will allow us to create an astral rift in random systems that I control, and I can only use this up to 4 different times. And so there's a cooldown in between each time that I use it, but the system cannot have another astral rift right next to it. And for my empire, that is perfect because we did not have a lot of astral rifts within our systems at the start of the game. I haven't found a whole lot of them either, but yeah, I think we're still in a pretty good spot. And so right here we have the Dion Hierarchy Empire, and they're pretty cordial with us, although we do have them sort of, pinched inside of the galaxy here, and that's kind of what I intended to do. But no, yeah, I wanted to squeeze these guys in so that I can get more of their systems. Trisha, hello, welcome to the stream. And yeah, we are looking into just getting our game started here. And so I'm going to try to expand my borders here because although I do have them pinched in, I see this construction ship here. If it's leaving this system, I'm going to be worried. Okay, it's not. But the AI can travel up to 2 systems past your borders to expand. And so if I get this, they will not be able to expand anymore. Unless, yeah, they can't expand anymore because this is the only 2 systems that they can travel through my border. But yeah. All right, guys, so we have the manifesti here. I actually should have read that first situation, but it says that there are protests going on my home world, and they've ceased almost suddenly as they began. Rumors about the origin around, but many whispers speak of a group called the Manifesti. The Igmatic Collective seems to be responsible for a number of proactive art projects in recent years. Their subject matter every bit as suspicious as the issue we're seeing protested on our home planet. And so I'm gonna say, hey, let's let the players have their fun. I don't want to lose any unity by arresting them. But yes, we are researching our first astral rift here, and we are about midway through our second roll here. This is a slightly more difficult exploration. I don't even know what to call it. Are these archaeological rifts or excavation? I'm just gonna call them an excavation, but the rolls are a little bit more difficult. They're level 3, which is still easy, but compared to the first ones, boom, that's a good roll right there. We got an 8, and so that gives us 1 clue. We'll come back to this dig site as we complete it. And yeah, for now I see that my consumer goods have taken a slight dip, and that's probably because I've been building the temple building, and here it is. I'm going to imagine, oh, okay, so we don't have any pops working those jobs yet, and so what I'm going to do next is build a industrial district here. That way we can stay up on top of the upkeep. All right, and so yeah, Trisha and everyone else that may be watching the stream here, hopefully you're having a wonderful Saturday. It is the start of the weekend, and I'm looking forward to just knocking out a big chunk of this campaign today. Right now, a foreign empire's made claims on our borders. These guys, what's the dealio? So their technology is weaker than ours. I think I might have to do something about this here. We'll see what's going on a little bit later on, but yeah. Yo, Nico Ian, hey, I've moved over to Twitch from YouTube. Nice. Well, hey, welcome. I'm Alfie and Delete. If you haven't seen my streams before, I feel like you've been here before, yeah. But yeah, I'm streaming on both platforms right now. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you see me chatting with someone, it's probably because I'm chatting with someone on Twitch. But yes, welcome to the stream. We are on the second part of our Dimensional Dominion playthrough. We have 2 empires on both sides of us, and I'm hoping that relationships don't turn sour here due to my expansion. But hey, an empire's got to do what an empire's got to do, and so I got to get these systems under my control here as soon as I can. And oh, can I build this star base? I don't know if I'll be able to do it in time. Oh man, I don't see that. Oh, nice. All right, so we're actually going to beat them to this system. But I see they're sending a construction ship here trying to take this border as well. I've been here once or twice. Congrats on the deal with PDX promoting. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It was a surprise to hear your voice introducing it on the first one. Nice. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that, and I always like to put together these campaigns and playthroughs, and so I take my time on the runs. I just kind of experiment, role play, go with the flow, and whatever happens in my games. And so welcome, I'm glad you're here to make it. Right now we have a manifesti situation going on, and it says here that a subversive dialect has taken root within our art centers and educational institutions. Its origins lie in another project pinned by the Manifesti. Now, our linguistics note that in this so-called usurp speak, all words relating to our economy have been replaced with expressive grunts. Now, more worrying, in many and colorful insights all seems to derive from the names of prominent military figures, this has drawn formal complaints from the individuals' families. And so I'm going to say keep an eye on this for now, but this is going to increase happiness for 12 months, giving us the speaking usurp modifier. But yeah, right now we're racing for space, trying to build our starbase over this system here. It also has volatile motes in it and a system next to it with 16 energy credits in it, and another system next to it with astral threads. We have found another astral scar, and I think that's going to be the first astral scar that we have found outside of the one inside of my home system, thanks due to my origin here. All right, and so this situation might get a little tricky. This empire's all their relative power is equal to ours, and bingo, we got it. This system is under our control. And so I'm going to see what their construction ship's going to do now. Oh, it's going back to their home system, but we have that Tinyanki sort of graveyard under our control. That's going to be nice for some technology here a little bit later on. And again, I'm going to be jumping back to my planet here. We have a new planet we colonized, St. Pomeroy, and oh man, I mean, really, we don't have too many worlds here to colonize, and so
Anomaly found.
Excuse me, we're gonna leave that be for now, and I'm gonna look at what I need resource-wise. Oh, I see. So we have 2 planets here that are habitable for my species. The only reason I can't colonize them yet is because there are projects on them. There are anomalies on both of these continental worlds here, and so I'll probably get those researched here probably sooner than later. Now I'm going to jump over to my leaders tab because there's been some changes to the amount of leaders you can have, and right now I have currently 4 out of 4 scientists. I'm not going to risk the penalty of going over the capacity for these leaders, and so we'll just wait on that and probably just have my leaders continue surveying a little bit further out here. I would at least try to find maybe another planet or two to colonize, and while we're at it, oh, we have the Manifesti situation again, and so we're going to breeze through this situation here pretty much early in the stream here, and it says the Manifesti have unveiled their most public expedition to date. Now, a new and extremely popular and active experience on our home planet invites visitors to manipulate reflections and images of themselves and to create distorted collages of political figures, some from other galactic empires. Now, critics herald these pieces as casting a necessarily and harsh light upon our sense of self, and the expedition has also inspired a number of other satirical works, both on domestic issues and on pan-species relations. Now, debate amongst our social researchers is lively. More conservative voices urge caution. And so I'm going to say, hey, this is a bold statement, and it looks like that's going to give me a deep reflections modifier for 2 years, increasing my monthly society research. And so, hey, any modifiers to technology, I feel like that's always a win. Now, it looks like I'm losing resources up here. It's kind of the case, but not so much. We have a edict active, thanks to our origin here, the baryonic insight. And so this says that it increases our monthly physics research by 10%, and it may seem a little early for me to have dark matter, but my origin, not my origin, but my civic that I started with allows me to acquire this dark matter that is in the system and the system we started in. So that's how I'm collecting that resource right now. That's how we're activating that edict. Let's keep this game going here. And we have found the popular rock archaeological dig site. That is going to be very nice. And so right now I have 1, the moon bump, the crashed starship, and the current rift that we're exploring right now, the ruined planet. These are the 3 dig sites we have in our systems, and the ruined planet is what we are working on right now. And so we are visiting the Starlight Vanguard. Guys, in my YouTube community post, if you go to my YouTube channel, there's a YouTube community post tab. After this stream today, like we did on Thursday, there will be a poll that you can vote on, depending on where we leave this game off at today. But let's look at this situation here. And so with the ruined planet, we are on the Lost Ancestor situation. And this says that we've opened a dialogue with the militarist faction that calls themselves the Starlight Vanguard. Our language, appearance, and the presence of a rift sphere quickly convince them that our common heritage, or that we have common heritage. In their desperation to communicate, they revealed much about our history. Long ago, our species was confronted by a extra-dimensional threat, and the invaders arrived to wage a brutal extermination campaign. At first, our people stood firm, but over time, their defenses crumbled. On the eve of defeat, an astral rift appeared. Now, Operation Lifeboat was launched in a bid to escape through the rift and preserve what remained of their civilization. Now, a rift sphere was constructed, but its rudimentary design only allowed for a one-way journey. This was the very object we found buried deep inside the ancient crater on our home system, or on a home planet that we researched in the last stream. And so a select group of refugees have prepped for the mission. These were our ancestors. Now, on the side of the rift, the sphere was launched less than 50 years ago. There are some among the people here who still remember that day. For us, eons have passed. And so the flow of time is vastly different here. We are inside of a rift. Things are not as they are in our home system. And now I can call on renowned leaders, and hopefully we can find one here sooner than later. But yeah, we're in the year 2219 right now, and we've just completed the xenolinguistics technology. And so next up, let's go for, let me see, we got a couple of options here. I'm going to lean a little bit more into the biodiversity studies so that we can get some more society from our researchers. Meanwhile, back over here on my home world, this is what our planet is looking like at the moment. And right now, I don't have enough, I really don't have enough minerals here to be spending building another city district. So what I'm gonna do next is, actually, I can't really build another research lab either because I'm out of consumer goods. But that's what the planet St. Pomeroy is for. And so we do have an industrial district on the way on this world. We'll slow down on building buildings for a bit. And cool, we got another first contact protocol going on as well. We're trying to figure out who these species are down here, especially since we have two empires, both at our borders here. One right here next to me. They're being a little rowdy right now in that we have connecting borders. And so I've built up enough influence here to expand my borders again. And I must have this system right here. 16 energy credits. Hopefully there's no anomalies there. And after that, I'm probably going to go for the astral thread in this system that has the astral scar, or the astral scar or astral rift, however you want to call it. But yeah, we'll come back to our the northern section of our border here in a bit, and we'll see what's going on. Really, I want to expand down here as well, but we'll cross all these bridges when we get there. Now, Rise of the Manifesti. It says rumors about a new location or a new faction may be formed, inspired by so-called manifestism. Its proponents speak of contradictory and bizarre causes, such as free movement of rivers and greater personal autonomy for munitions. Existing factions complain that their own events are being disrupted by these manifestos, whose spurious queries are interfering with acts of everyday governance. Okay, and so let's try to root out these time wasters. I don't want the situation getting too out of hand here, but I'm going to try something a little different with that situation than I normally do. We'll see about squashing it, but meanwhile, let's go ahead and clear out a tile blocker. And oh, we have a new situation here. I wouldn't say new, but a situation here that I actually enjoy. This is the missing orbitals, and so it says the system Helido is missing planets. All calculations point to the existence of several more celestial bodies, yet they are nowhere to be found in the system. Now, sensors have been recalibrated and numbers rechecked, but the theory stands disproven by reality. We have marked the missing planetoids positions in our star charts. Perhaps a closer scan of the system could reveal more. And so I would like to see where this is located. Okay, actually I don't think I see anywhere where this is located. Where is the Helido system? Here we go. So Helido here. Ah, it's right here. So apparently this system is missing planets. Where could those planets be? We don't know, but there is a astral rift in this system as well. And so those astral rifts are starting to pop up now in the galaxy. And hopefully we can exploit more of those than we can here. Meanwhile, we have this first contact going on. We'll skim past that. We have quantum theory technology completed. And next up, let's go for fusion reactor. This says that nuclear fusion processes generate a great amount of power for ships, but without many of the risk associated with fission power. Nice. We're gonna go to our fleet manager here really quick as too. And I want to see if, let's go ahead and copy a template here for a second fleet that we can get to work on here in a bit. I'm not going to build those ships just yet. I want to keep my eye on this empire's fleets, their fleet power, as well as the fleet power over here as well. We don't know too much about these guys. We do know they're harming our relationship, and so we don't have trust. They're belligerent. Instead of trying to improve relations with them, which seems to not be working so much right now, especially since they're hostile towards us and our relationship is set at -221. I'm going to assign my envoy that is improving relations with them. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just start a spy network with these guys. Excuse me. And so we'll try to get some more information on them. I want to see what their relative power looks like. These guys over here, you know, we have all the agreements here. Okay, and our relationship seems pretty solid. So they've made a few claims on our systems, which had me worried for a second. But yeah, it should be okay. Now, the Manifeste Partey, that is hilarious. It's a new faction that is formed, and let's take a quick peek at this new faction here. And there's only 4 members in it. This faction's not going to be worth it. I wish there was a way that I could like suppress them or make them not a favorite. And so right now our main faction is the Democratic Rights Coalition. It has 19 pops that support this faction, and right now we are addressing all of their issues. And so that's the reason we're getting 15 influence from them, or 15 unity from them. And as this faction will grow, we'll get more and more unity. Actually, as all of them grow, we get more unity. But the ones that we support their issues and play the game they want to, the way they want us to play it, we'll get more benefits from them. And so meanwhile, let's jump back to our construction ships here, and let's look into either getting some more resources, or let's see here. I want to see what's up with the system. We got some decent intel. Oh, another Astral Rift. Holy moly, they're starting to pop up all over the place now. The only reason I can't expand those is because I don't have any influence. And so, yeah, we'll have to probably come back to this side later on.
Anomaly found.
Actually, I have this system under my control. That's perfect. So they can't get here. This is kind of closed off. We have found a terraforming candidate, which is nice, as well as exotic gases. Where are the exotic gases
Incoming
at?
Transmission.
Oh, right here.
Cleared.
All right, so these guys want to form a migration treaty with us. Sure. Let's go with it. The more species we have, the more planets that we can colonize later on, hopefully if they have different habitable preferences. And I'm starting to see some crime starting to brew up on this world.
Complete.
And so let's look into maybe building a precinct house for now. And I'm just going to nip that problem in the butt before it even becomes a thing. Now my resources here, on the other hand, are starting to go all over the place. I'm selling food. And I'm going to stop selling as much food right now. And then let's go back to our civilian ships here. I have one that's all the way up here that is securing the best of the best systems here. I love it. We're going to go ahead and start building mining stations around all of those energy credits. And can we do it? Will we have enough minerals? We sure will. And boom, that is going to help our economy by a whole lot there. And then I'm going to jump back over here. And we're going to start expanding down in this bottom border. Now that I know that these 3 systems I can eventually come back to later on and expand to.
Anomaly found.
Ooh, the missing planets. Interesting. And so I'm going to hold off on this for now. We'll come back to the situation later on. But yeah, I'm going to look into possibly closing my borders to these guys. Now, we are trying to increase relations with them, but I don't want them traveling behind my borders and eventually, potentially taking these systems from me, especially one that has a astral rift in it or an astral scar. We want those. We definitely want those. And so, meanwhile, let's jump back to our planets here. And I'm probably going to... Let's see here. We have an election going on. And, oh, our current Rift Lord is actually not getting the most support right now in this election. Now, I do have enough unity for this. Let's increase the support of the Rift Lord. And even doing that, I'm going to do it twice here. Actually, I'm going to have to do it 3 times in order to get him to get the most support. That took a lot of unity right there, but I got to keep our current Rift Lord as our leader as long as we can. Now, we have found Lysator Singh, and this is a admiral here, or in this case, he has the commander class. And I'm looking at his traits right now. For every ship For every Empire ship destroyed, we get +6 energy credits. That's pretty nice. He has some other traits as well, but I'm going to go ahead and enlist this commander. And let's give him a new trait here. All right, and so let's go with, I guess we'll go with Unyielding. This will decrease our combat disengagement chance, which kind of hurts a little bit, but it'll give us 15% armor, or no, hull points. And so the other one was food, but even though I don't have food right now, I'm going to be using the hydroponic bay technology to build more ships. Now, here he is. He has his own fleet, which it seems like it doesn't count towards my current... Okay, now it does. Okay. So now it does. We'll need to increase our naval capacity as well. But let's start by building some defensive bases, or just... They don't even have to be defensive right now. We'll just upgrade a few of them. I have room to build 3 of them. And so we'll upgrade 1, well, especially these 2 over here, since these guys seem to be a tad bit more hostile towards us. So it'll put us at 3, and then we'll build 1 right here in this choke point system. I don't know what's down here towards the bottom of my borders, but I'm not going to take the chances. Could be a hostile empire. For all we know, it may be a federation. I see a lot of first contact situations over here, and all of my envoys are being used at the moment. And so I have 1 that is currently building a spy network over here. And actually, yeah, we'll go ahead and move 1 back over here. I would like to see... Oh, yeah, see, these guys are hostile. I don't know anything about this species, though, although we do have an envoy starting first contact with them. And we'll start another first contact situation here with these guys as well. And apparently I can't move them. Oh, I can't move them for the next month. All right. And so if you assign an envoy to a task, I believe they have to remain on that task for a certain period of time. Now, awesome. These guys are forming a defensive pact with me. I will definitely agree to this. That right there will increase relations even further. And sweet. We have a friend. Now, jumping over here, I'm just scoping out the system to see if there is a starbase here. Does not look like that's the case. Neither is there one here as well. It looks like it may be an enclave. I'm not sure. But let's see. We got first contacts going on here. Stage 3 is complete. And well, stage 3 we are beginning. But man, this species seems to be very hard to make first contact with. That difficulty is at level 7. Now, back over here to the ruined planet situation, it says, we held council with the Starlight Vanguard. They have made plain how grim things stand in their war against the invaders. Now, extra-dimensional fleets have been detected several systems away and are already closing in. We have arrived at a critical moment. To the Vanguard, this is no coincidence. Our presence is an act of fate. They say your arrival has inspired our people. Give us the critical aid we need, and we yet have a chance to end this war once and for all. Their remaining fleets are in poor condition and cannot withstand another loss. We should be able to send a limited amount of supplies through the anchor cable before the rift becomes too unstable. Now, a shipment of directly needed alloys will help with the fleet repairs and enhancements. Given the advanced construction of their ships, we may learn something of their designs along the way. Now, a wiser use of our time may be to apply our more advanced knowledge of Astral Thread into enhancing their ship shields. Now, while experimental in nature, we may make some breakthroughs here that could benefit our own fleets. It is our understanding that the invaders favor energy weapons, so any improvements here would go a long way. All right, and so we can offer them alloys, we can offer them astral threads, or we could say this war is hopeless. Let us visit the preservationalist. And so let's go with, I think they said they wanted some alloys. But giving them astral thread seems to be a more difficult situation. Let's give them the alloys that they want, and then we'll see what happens in that situation. All right, and so back over here on my world, it looks like we have, let me see what jobs are being worked. All right, we still have some jobs on this planet to fill in. No worries. I did say I was going to make this planet a factory world, if I'm correct. Yes. And so let's do that there, and that is going to increase my crime just a tad bit. My species seems to be a rowdy bunch here. And we're going to build a precinct house. Like I said, I'm going to make sure these planets remain stable throughout most of the game here. and try to keep those under control. Now, we have some physics technology. I'm going to go with FTL intimidation, especially since we are building star bases. If any attacking empires decide they want to cross my borders, and there's a star base in that system, they'll have to destroy the star base or leave the way they entered. And so for society technology, next up, we're going to go with colonial centralization. This increases my leader capacity, and it gives me some buildings that I can unlock here. And then with engineering technology, I am lacking a little bit of minerals. Let's go for mineral purification. So we'll get both of those technologies researched. Let's go ahead and crank the speed up to a little bit faster. And we have made contact with the Holy Dominion Council Empire. They are spiritual seekers. I feel like we would get along. We are slightly spiritual ourselves. We have the Yu Citizen Union. They're hegemonic imperialist. And then we have the Yaston Sacrosanct Covenants. This is a spiritual seeking empire as well. Cool. I think we might have found some friends here.
Incoming transmission.
Bingo. And they're going to send us all embassy offers. This is perfect. And so there it is. 3 empires, as I imagined, is a federation.
Construction complete.
And now we've constructed 3 star bases all simultaneously. Let's go ahead and upgrade these bad boys. It looks like we found pre-sapient species as well. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to add some. Let me see. Do I have the hydroponics bay building? I sure do. And so I'm going to add I'm actually just going to add all 3 of these. I'll add 1 interstellar recruitment office so that we can start rolling for more, hopefully more paragons in the galaxy. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and add the anchorage buildings to both of the modules on each of these bases so that I can increase my naval capacity. And so it'll increase it by about 16 with all of these bases here. And while we do that, I'm going to just reinforce maybe 1 more corvette. And hopefully we can get some destroyer ship technology next. Now, our friends over here, all right, we seem to be cool. I really feel like I can get a chance of joining their federation. With us both being spiritualist, it seems they're cordial, they're neutral, and they're 2 cordial empires. So they're like, okay, you're pretty friendly. We can make this work. Now, for my scientists here, they have a veteran level that has been reached, and I've been leaning towards the analyst. Now, this says that sectors effects while governing a sector capital. If I had this scientist as a governor, they would increase all of our technology research from jobs by 10%, which could be very useful for us right now. But I think I'm going to lean towards the scholar, especially if I want to research more of the astral rifts here in the future. And so on my homeworld, let's go ahead and build another. I'm going to build another couple of buildings on these worlds. In this case here, a city district, so that we can open up more of these locked building slots. On St. Pomeroy, same thing. Let's get some more housing available for our species. And besides that, we'll come back to these worlds a little bit later on. I'm running a little low on resources, and so I really need to get these 2 planets. I need to get the anomalies researched on them. And let me see where my scientists are currently located. Uh-oh. Guys, we have a Hush Descendants. And so this says that the buzz surrounding the Manifesti faction has quieted, fading as quickly as the arrival of protests which started it. Some activists we spoke to claimed their motivations ranged from pure satire to conscientious objection. Now, attendance at galleries and museums have never been higher, but the public gaze has already moved on to newer controversial groups of artists. Our sociologists continue to shift through data they gathered during the strange moment in Double D's cultural history. And so the Double D's are my species, or the Dimensional Dominion Empire. That's what we're short for, is Double D. All right, so I'm going to build our last starbase here towards the borders.
System survey complete.
And awesome, yeah, we have a federation that I feel like we might be able to join, and so we'll definitely try to work some things out there on that side of the map. But let's go ahead and make this artisan a more favorite job, so that we can get some artisans working that job. And bingo, now we're back up to 23 consumer goods out of the negative deficit. Now, here we are with the ruined planet situation again. This is the World Council, and it says the invasion of our ancestors' home planet is imminent. That's tragic. Now, following our meeting with the Starlight Vanguard, we have been invited to a World Council for an emergency meeting. They took special note of the aid we have given them so far and praised us for our generosity. There is little time for action before what many are viewing as the final conflict. Stockpiles of energy are dangerously low, and contributing a donation would boost the production of emergency support ships and push the battle in their favor. Now, many of their scientists are also requesting samples of astral threads we have collected for further experimentation and enhancing the shielding of their fleets. Since these invaders tend to favor energy weapons, the benefits here could be potentially significant. And so, yeah, sure, I'm going to go ahead and just offer them some astral threads. We're going to give them 100, and we'll see what happens next with this ruined planet situation. And so, speaking of astral threads, let's see how many I have now. I have 141. I also have 2 astral actions that are available, and we'll wait and we'll cross those bridges when we get there. But right now, we are about to expand the council. This is our next agenda here that we're launching. Our Rift Lord, Alan Mayfield, back in the Rift Lord position again. And now we have a new seat here on the council. And so next up, let's go for, we got 2 options here. We have, dark matter from researchers is increased by 0.02, or we can go with astral ministers, increasing our physics technology by 0.2. And so I'm thinking I'm going to go with the astral ministers. We have a planet that I'm going to be designating to priests and things like that, and so we'll get that started. And then we'll have the Alanor colony guy, who's the minister of state. Oh, so I don't want to assign a scientist to this position, because if I do, they won't be able to research any astral, excuse me guys, astral threads. And so let's just go with, let me see what leaders I have right now and what I can recruit. So I could recruit another official or another commander. Let's go with another official. But first, let's go ahead and select our next agenda here. And so what we have next here is, let's go for, got a few options here, but I think I'm gonna go with Favored Society. This is going to increase our specialist pop resource output by 5. And then when we launch this effect, it'll increase the resources from jobs by 20% for 10 years. So Favored Society it is. For our Astral Minister here, let's get our hands on a official, preferably one that does not have negative traits right off the back. And bingo, we're gonna go for the Fertility Preacher, Kazumi Agawa. There we go. And so now we have a new leader on the council, and let's assign them to be a governor on our planet. Let's see here, where are you at? Here you are, Kazumi. There you are. You are now our governor. And wow, that actually increases our food production by a lot, 20%. I don't know if it was directly connected to them, but we'll go ahead and sell some of the food that we are getting, and cool stuff. We are now out of the negative deficit for both consumer goods and food, and now I'm even able to sell some to get more energy credits. Now here we have Perez has demonstrated incredible leadership by uniting the council and ensuring the efficient administration of our society. Making use of statistics, tradition, and diplomacy, Perez has managed to appease not only the other council members, but our society's numerous factions. Yeah, Rookie, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We are continuing our Dimensional Dominion playthrough. We are still pretty early in the game, but yeah, we've made contact now with a federation that has similar ethics than us. And so I think we can make a, we can make some good diplomacy out of these guys. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We're playing with the new Astral Planes DLC. In this game, guys, I forgot to mention, I'm also playing with all DLC active on PC. And yeah, it's going pretty solid. We are, it's kind of early to say still. I'll say that. Things could get worse, but for the most part, we seem to be doing pretty good so far. We are in the middle of a Astral Rift situation. I had you guys vote on it in my YouTube community post, and we've already selected the choice you guys wanted, and now we are about midway through it. I think we might be getting closer towards the end, but there was a ruined world that we found through a rift, and when we explored it, it turned out we had found species that were just like our own, that were in the middle of a conflict. There were 2 factions in a conflict, and we
The
decided to
spirits have
join
granted us new
the
wisdom.
I want to say the Starlight Vanguard. There we go. And so, yeah, we're following their side of the story now, and we're going to see what happens here in a second when it finishes. Now, for physics technology, next up, let's go for quantum energy states. If I can get some more resources, that would be absolutely wonderful. And for now, I think I might slow down on expanding down here towards the bottom of the border. Let's jump maybe back over here and see if we can expand some more. I might expand up here a little bit more as well. We found a black hole.
Construction complete.
Kind of black hole system that has dark matter in it. And I love how this early in the game, thanks to my civics, I am able to exploit that resource right off the back. Now, I'm currently working on actually, I have enough fleet capacity here, naval capacity, to build way more ships. And so let me see if I don't have the destroyer technology just yet, but I have room now for about 16 more ships. All right, and so I'm going to add corvettes to my Paragon here that we have just acquired, our renowned Paragon, Mr. Singh. Can I change his name? I'm just going to cut the first name out and just have him be Singh. And we can add more corvettes to this guy. Now, he does have a negative trait that decreases armor hit points and armor shielding points, as well as decreasing his fleet command limit. But I think the trade-offs are worth it if we can maybe get into some conflict here in the future. But nonetheless, we have some friendly empires here, friendly down here. This is the only empire that does not seem to be entirely fond of us. And so what I'm going to do is I thought I had a spy network on these guys. I assigned both of my envoys to improve relations with them. All right, so there we go. Now we have someone spying on them. This whole time I thought we were spying on them, but we were improving relations with them. And so it's getting a little bit better. If their empire is weaker than ours, I may try subjugating. We'll see. But yeah, let's see what's up with this ruined planet situation. Wow, this is a long situation. We are on chapter 6 of this, and it says the carnage was absolute. All right, we've been helping this faction try to win this war from some invaders, and it says our ancestors' fleet stood no chance against the invaders. Yikes. Their weapons are terrible, and their mercy is none. Few bastions of safety now remain. The people are panicking and begging to flee back with us through the rift. Now, one prominent noble has asked us privately to ensure his survival and offers a large amount of energy credits in return. Okay. All right. One prominent noble. Okay, so yeah, he's like, hey, save me and I will give you all the energy credits. Now, caretakers of the Empire's most comprehensive library of knowledge plead for us to instead take back their vast collection of books and data disk for preservation. I think I'm going to preserve the library. All right. As much as I would like to help the other guys too, I only have so many options here. There's the option to take as many back as we can, accept the noble's offer, or preserve the library. This is not even our dimension. I don't know much about the other empire attacking or the invaders attacking them. Let's just try to preserve the library and get it looks like a ton of technology right over here. What's your opinion on the new outliner? Grizzed in my pants. I don't really have anything against it. I think it makes it a little bit clearer. I mean, the one before it, I felt like there was just so much information to have to like scroll through now, where now there's tabs, and so it just kind of breaks things down a little bit more. And I feel like it makes it a little bit easier to navigate through. But welcome to the stream. We just finished our first Rift exploration site, and it says the discovery of our ancestors has engraved our society. We are progeny of an ancient civilization from which we have gleaned valuable knowledge and technological expertise. Our journey through the Rift was a momentous one and will not soon be forgotten. We should be thankful for the opportunity afforded by our progenitors. Our very civilization is a testament to their will to survive. Now, our success will be a tribute to them. We didn't get the chance to really save them like that, but now we have Spirit of Our Ancestors modifier added. That's weird. My cursor's moving a little bit there. But it says that, yeah, with this modifier, it says our kinetic weapon damage is increased by 10%. our armor hit points, armor hardening, both are increased by 10%, and our sublight speed is increased by 5%. And so, hey, a win's a win. We'll take it. I just got an achievement. I've explored an astral rift. That is wonderful. And now we have 2 new astral actions. All right, and so now we have astral boosting, which says that astral boost modifier added for 5 years will increase our... I'm confused why it's doing this right now. I feel like my mouse cursor is moving a little bit. But yeah, this says that this will increase my hyper jump charge time by -15%, which means I can jump from system to system a little bit faster. Our sublight speed is increased by 15% as well, which on top of that astral site we just completed, that'll put it at like 20% just right away. And yeah. And then on top of that, we have the astral siphon astral action. This says that it'll unlock a astral siphon planetary building, and astral siphon increases astral thread storage capacity and provides astral researcher jobs. Now, astral researchers turn consumer goods into research points and astral threads, and we only have a 3 limit use on this action, and so we'll have to use that a little wisely there. But cool stuff there. We have more astral actions opening up for us. We've completed our first astral rift. Let me grab my scientist here, and let's look at researching these projects in this system. I'm just going to start by researching that one first, and then I'm going to jump back over here and research this one as well, hopefully so that we can get these planets colonized as soon as we can. But while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and let's go back to managing our worlds here. Actually, we have some things up here in the notification tab we need to look at. We have a tradition available, and so it looks like I've completed the discovery tradition tree back in the first stream. In this stream, we're going to be working through the prosperity tradition, and so we have 2 choices. We have the interstellar franchising and the standard construction templates. I think I'm going to lean towards this one, the interstellar franchising. It says a focus on franchising allows the most mundane planet to open thriving, dynamic business, providing local jobs and increasing trade value. And so what this does is it increases decreases the upkeep from my jobs. And I know we have a few jobs up that'll help us. And so here we have the colonial centralization technology completes. I'm going to look at our leaders after we look at our next 2 technologies. I'm going to go for stellar expansion next. That gives us 2 extra star-based capacities. And we finally have destroyer technology. And so I'm going to work on that right away. I want to have bigger ships in my fleets. I want to do some big damage, baby. And so meanwhile, jumping back over here, it looks like that crime is still kind of just a minor but growing situation. I did build a precinct house on this world, and so we should be good for a bit. I want to acquire more unity, and so I'm going to go ahead and build another temple on this world. Back over on my home world, let's go ahead and buy some more minerals here so that I can upgrade the planetary capital building. And there it is. It's going to be on the way in 500 days. Now, if we go back to our leaders, boom, now I have 5 scientists that I can have. Great. Thanks to that technology, now I can have more leaders in each capacity. And let's go to our shipyard. I'm going to build another science ship as well as a actually, yeah, we'll stop at one more science ship for now. I'm going to recruit another scientist, and we're gonna push the gas here on researching these excavation sites pretty quickly. Now I'm going to go ahead and expand my borders up here first. I want to get my hands on that black hole system. There's 2 black holes right next to each other. Wow. Very nice. Oh, and tell me, is that situation done then? It is. Nice. And so now we can colonize one of the planets in this system. This has the predatory plants. It decreases habitability just by 10%, and so that's not too bad, but it increases society research from jobs by 10%. And so could this be a tech world? Possibly. There's a lot of farming districts on this world, and so honestly, this one world could be enough to help me sustain my food for quite some time. Nonetheless, I need some alloys here so that we can... Let me see, do I have enough? Yes, I think we should have enough. Bingo. We're going to go ahead and colonize this world. And so we're going to give this... how about Amor? Amor is going to be the name of this world. We have a first contact situation going on as well that is very difficult. Holy moly. That's a level 9 difficulty right there for that first situation here. Uh-oh. Wait a second, guys. Let me select this tech in the background. It says we have a strange transmission. We've received a anomalous transmission in our home system. It looks like from the rift. And so we got something from here. It says we're going to put it on screen.
Construction complete.
Whoa! What in the world? They say, we see you, children of the rifts. We call, our call led to your vessels. Our hands opened the door. Your survival was necessary. Unfortunate, your ancestors have perished. We're gonna say, who are you? They say, we walk behind the rifts, an endless war, an endless foe. Your ancestors know them. You, children of the plains, can help us. I'm gonna say, hey, how can we help? They say, must attune. We feel you. Every time you breach the plains, soon we will know you and come to you. We are close. And then it says the transmission has ended. What was that about? Okay, well, that's interesting. Looks like we may have some visitors here in the future. All right, nonetheless, let's go ahead and stop selling as much food as we have right now because I'm starting to run low on that, but we'll keep that message in mind here in the future. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, surely that was a friendly message right there. Okay, let's go ahead and recruit our 5th scientist, and oh, look at this trait right here. I haven't seen this before. This is the Planar Theorist. This says that our science chip effect, it'll increase our astral rift exploration speed. Sorry guys, I'm getting my words twisted up here. It'll increase my astral rift exploration speed by 10%. And if I'm on the council, my research speed will be increased by 10% for particles. I want this scientist. And on top of that, he's going to get a new trait. Oh, even better. The Planar Theorist Tier 2, and it's going to increase that astral rift exploration speed now by 20%. And so this is going to be my Rift Scientist, Rift Trade Win. And if I find any rifts here, there's one over here that I want, but let me see. There should be one up here. I wonder if we'll be able to research it. I'm not sure. I know we just expanded our borders here, but I'm not seeing any projects for it just yet. In that case, we will start excavating. We'll start excavating sites and getting that leader leveled up so that they can research those a little bit faster. All right, so this scientist is currently surveying. I'll give them the Explorer veteran traits. For Kazumi, who is our Astral Minister. What do we want for you? Let's go with just going more on food here. Let's get some more food in our empire. We only have a few planets that we are able to colonize. Right now, we are getting ready to colonize our 3rd world. And hopefully, yeah, we'll... I may have to lean into either building habitats or, yeah, it'll just depend on what happens in this game. But the planets are very scarce in this game. We have 2 that we've colonized so far. And out of my entire border I have right now, I only have 4 planets that are habitable. And so, yeah, we have an event chain. This is the precursors, the Erisians. And it says that it is immediately apparent to our scientists that an ancient Erisian colony has been the victim of extensive orbital bombardment. And so it seems orbital bombardment has been kind of the theme of these situations as of lately. Now, large craters are still visible from the space where the moon's major population centers used to be roughly 1.2 million years ago. Long time. Now, the handful of survivors from the initial bombardment appear to have successfully succumbed shortly after to the Javorian pox that has been ravaging most of the Erisian world. Ooh. And so now we have a project, the Bombarded Colony.
Situation log updated.
Nice, nice. Let's grab our other scientists here and let's see. Does this mean that I still have a situation on this world? It does. We're gonna go ahead and research this so that we can eventually colonize the world afterwards. And then we'll wait and come back to this stuff a little bit later on. Meanwhile, up here, let's go ahead and take advantage of these astral thread resources that we have. And then I'll build research stations after that. Let's also, let's see, I got about 234 alloys built up. I believe we finished building the destroyer. Nope, not yet. We're researching destroyer technology, so we'll wait. I would love to build those next. But we'll see. We'll see how these things go. And so far, things are looking pretty good with our neighbors here. Let's go ahead and start another... Actually, I think I already am in the middle of a first contact situation. What else could we do with you guys? I would love to join your federation.
Anomaly found.
But I can't. They're improving relations with us, and so let's go ahead and do it with them as well. We'll improve relations with them so that we can get association status hopefully sooner than later. We found some spiritualists that are our borders here, and we're still spying on these guys, yet we don't know any relative information about them. So we'll be a little bit more patient on that one. And yo, guys, one of my planets. I mentioned before earlier that we had colonized a planet that had these ginormous species on it that we didn't even realize we were living on. And right now it says that we started a breeding program on St. Pomeroy that bears fruit as we add another Nima, that's the ginormous creatures living on this planet, to our ranks. This juvenile has quickly acclimated to our presence, and we have found it a stable habitat. The Nima should now be ready to bear our industry. And so we're going to say, Magnificent, start another one. This is taking place on the planet St. Pomeroy, and bingo. So we do have moving islands that decreases housing by 10%, but our society research from jobs has increased. And so now it looks like I have more city districts available in this world. That's pretty nice.
Special project complete.
All right, and so yeah, we are now completing our event chain here. The Arisians. I don't know if we're completing. Actually, yeah, it says the archaeological project is complete. It says our archaeological expedition has recovered a communications log from the ruins of a listening post on this world here behind me. This planet that we want to colonize. It says it shows the contents of a transmission between the commander of the Arisian fleet in orbit and their naval headquarters in Arisia. Now, the commander questions orders to purge the colony of all life to prevent the spreading of the pox. Although the log ends before the issue is resolved, the orders were evidently carried out. And so now we get an Arisian artifact recovered, we get some physics research gained, and 10 minor artifacts. On top of that, all of the projects on this world are complete. We're colonizing this world right away. And sure, Bounty seems like a pretty cool name. We'll go ahead and colonize our 4th planet. And so we already have a colony ship on the way to that first world in the system. We'll colonize the 2nd, and that, honestly, that system might be a really good choke point system. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have my scientists just go ahead and research all the projects leading up to the next archaeological dig site, which is the moon bump. All right, and so back over here on our home world, we've opened up another city district, and I'm probably gonna stop building city districts for a bit until we'll unlock this building slot through technology. But let's go for some more tech. I'm going to lean a little bit more into the research labs on this world. And matter of fact, I might just go for the last 2 building slots open will be for research labs. Now, St. Pomeroy, this world, we're depending on you. We need you. We need city districts. So I'm going to buy a handful of more minerals here. And actually, I have an idea. We have dark matter. We have about 98 of it. Let me go to my... Actually, wait, let's go back here and let's build this next city district. I'm going to go to our neighbors over here and let's make some trade deals. All right, so I'm going to see how many alloys they have. Oof. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. All right, well, in that case, it looks like they don't want to make any trades with us right now. We're both improving relations with each other and they're friendly towards us, so... we need excellent relation or plus 30 trust. And so trust, I feel like this was, I don't know when this was introduced here, but yeah, it says that trust is a measure of our long-term relationship with this empire and directly impacts their opinion of us. It increases from maintaining diplomatic and economic agreements with them. And then trust is at, their maximum trust of us is 50 due to no significant diplomatic deals.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Awesome stuff. And so, let's see, we get some new tech here. Next up, let's go for applied quantum physics. If I get any tech that increases science, then yes. Absolutely yes. Now let's go ahead and, I'm still not going to expand my borders up there just yet. I think I'm going to work my way in this direction next. Like I said, there's these 2 black hole systems that both have dark matter in it. One of them has a astral rift inside of it. And so this system right here, Hope's End, is going to be a target of mine. And I also want to cut off whatever empire is up here in this area. Now we have a astral action available here. And I'm not going to use the astral splitting just yet. We still have some astral rifts inside of our borders that we can research right now. And we'll wait a bit before we use that action. Oh, look at this. So it's an astral scar instability situation going on. Is this inside of my system? No, it's not, but it says unstable gravitational anomalies are leaking out of the astral scar in this system right here. Where's it at? Oh, here it is, all the way up here. And so apparently it's manifesting as slow-moving singularities have traveled throughout nearby space before violently exploding. Ships passing through the system can avoid them, but must travel more carefully to do so. Now, investigating the situation further could reveal a way to restabilize the dimensional opening. And so I'll need a scientist in orbit if I want to do this. This is a very interesting situation here. And so we have an astral rift that might explode. The thing is what's going to happen when this thing blows up? That's the big question here for the stream today. We have an astral rift. I'm curious, is it going to blow up the entire system, or I'm not sure. I am not sure. But yo, my Minister of Defense has a new trait available, and let's go with the, for now, strategist. This increases my military ship building, especially with this admiral being on the, I call them admiral nows, but I think there's a different name for them. Commander. There we go. So strategist will increase our military build-up speed while this leader is on the council. Yes, we want to build ships. We want to build them fast. I want to make some trades. I need alloys. Oh, I thought I said these guys didn't even have alloys. And yeah, none of these empires are willing to trade alloys with me just yet. Let's see what's up with our other friendly neighbors over here. These guys are very friendly with us. I wonder if they would let me propose subjugation to them. There is a possibility. Let's see here if I can give them everything in the oh, they will. The only issue is I don't have enough influence for it. So you guys can't see it here behind my noggin, but there it is. I could do it. I just don't have enough influence for it. So we'll just keep on being friends with these guys, and then maybe over time we'll be able to do it. Now, I believe we should have completed. Nope, not yet. We're still working on that destroyer technology, but I can now build 2 more star bases. And next up, I'm gonna go with Ceramo Metal Infrastructure. This will give me 1 extra building slot on my planets. My homeworld has that last building slot open, so that'll be perfect for that one. It'll increase colony development speed, which is kind of what we're doing right now, colonizing worlds. And then yeah, now my Rift Lord has a veteran level here. He is level 4. Nice. This is the only option available for him. For my Minister of State, ooh, diplomatic weight will be increased, specialist pop output increased, trust growth, or let's go with ambassador. I want to increase the trust of other empires. And then finally, we have that destroyer technology. And so next up, I think I might go with exotic gas refineries. I know we have a few exotic gases in our borders now that we can't exploit just yet. Let's jump over to our destroyer and the fleet manager tab, and I'm going to change up the ship role for this ship type to screen, just like my corvettes. Usually the first 2 classes of ships, I kind of run the same, and we'll put the lasers with the flak batteries on it and run primarily armor on these ships. We'll then save this. We'll go back to our fleet manager, and now we can start adding destroyers to our fleets. And so I'm going to add them to each fleet that we have so far. Starting with our main fleet here, I'm going to go ahead and just add 5 destroyers to all of these fleets. This one gets a little less due to my commander's traits. I'm not so sure how strong the Raider Reaver class is, or if I can even build that type of ship. And so I'll just go with my standard Corvette. And we'll just start reinforcing what we can. Now, still don't have enough astral threads to really use that. I wonder if I could trade astral threads. Let me see something here. I want to see if I can trade these threads. Let's offer them a trade deal. I can. Wow. I can't trade them dark matter, though. I don't even know if they would even know what to do with that. But I could give them some minor artifacts. And I'm going to hold off on that as well. All I'm trying to do right now is increase relations. Now, guys, we're going to go ahead and add our 4th tradition to prosperity. This is the standard construction templates, and it says as technology advances and becomes more and more complex, new demands are placed on our workforce. By using standardized construction templates, our workers can build things without necessarily having to understand the finer points. And so pretty much with this technology, it has my buildings and districts have their build costs reduced by 10% and build speed increased by 25%. And after that, we'll have one more tradition to go and we'll get our second ascension perk. All right, and so I'm just checking around here again. We've got a time project here underway, and parts of me wants to explore this. Why is my scientist going all the way back over there? Let's research this project. I want to see what's going on with that astral rift getting ready to explode. All right, and so first contact situation, and it appears that the Empire is a isolationalist. It looked like a salamander. All right, and I'm still lacking a little bit of influence here. Nonetheless, we should be okay. I want to see what's up with these guys here. Make sure, okay, the relative power is starting to creep back up on us when it comes to technology. Okay, all good there. No concerns. These guys, though, I'm still trying to figure out what their relative power looks like. Let's start a operation here to gather some intelligence on these guys. And so there goes our first espionage operation with them. With this empire, we're steadily improving relations with them as they are doing the same. Would absolutely love to join their federation, but we still have a long way to go before we can get there.
Complete.
All right, and so we are now researching this unstable astral scar here. And this says that after careful analysis, we've confirmed that the astral scar in the system is dangerously unstable, which we knew, and requires immediate intervention to prevent further gravitational singularities forming in the system. Now, the powerful ejection of astral threads could be redirected and repurposed in order to stitch and scar shut. This would repair the tear in space-time and likely leave behind a significant amount of astral material. Alternatively, we could deliver a heavy payload of abundance in an effort to widen the scar. We speculate that this would also allow for further exploration of what may be on the other side. Either way, the cosmic wound happens. I'm going to say let's blow it open. All right, and it says the ordnance we sent into the core of the astral scar has widened the fold in space and time.
Construction complete.
Where there was once a small tear in the cosmic fabric, there's now a larger rift that we are capable of exploring. Nice. Now, the resulting stability has caused the gravitational anomalies aside, and we are prepared to discover what lies beyond. Fascinating. And so a new rift in space-time has opened up in the system. And bingo, baby, that is a rift there. So it went from a scar to a full-blown rift. I must explore it. I must get my borders to... Oh, I can't get my borders over there. That's too far away. I just opened up a rift for another empire to explore. That's tragic. Oh, well. We'll go ahead and just... I'll probably just have my scientists just go ahead and just do a little bit of everything. But yeah, there goes the astral rift. Unfortunately, I will not be able to explore it since it's so far away from my system.
To a new world.
And now we're colonizing our, I believe, fourth planet. Yeah. And so we're midway in the process right now of colonizing our third. The fourth is on the way. Meanwhile, my other planets seem to be doing okay. Oh, and that is what I've been waiting for, a offer of association status. And so now we are associated with another federation. They're going to form a commercial deal with us, giving us some energy credits. Nice, nice. And let's give our scientists here another level up. This is excellent. Okay, and so, yeah, I got to remember we have 2 more star bases here that I can build. The food seems to be okay for now. Let's look into building these star bases maybe here. Now, these guys are friendly. I don't need to like really be too concerned about them. This empire down here, this federation seems to be okay as well. So maybe I'll build these star bases like up here. Actually, do I have enough? Can't get there just yet. Let me see what my other construction ships are doing. This guy's all the way over here. Oh. The influence is a little low, excuse me, guys. let's go ahead and start exploiting these resources up here. There's a lot up here to take advantage of. I have 400 astral threads. Let's open a astral rift. Boom, baby. And oh, here it is. What is this? Oh, this is the Moon Bump archaeological dig site. So that is there. We're gonna go ahead and keep digging on this one. And oh, that actually opened up in the same system. Wow, and so here we just opened a astral rift using the astral actions. And so this one, we don't know what's in here yet, but we'll research it after we finish the moon bump situation. These guys are offering us a migration treaty, which we will definitely accept as well with the Federation. We're just like, please let us join your Federation. We have another research agreement. This is excellent. Excellent. And we've gathered some information. We're gonna see what we found out. I just awakened a machine. That's incredible. All right, so the info I got on them, I want to say it's their diplo weight. Our intel is still very low on these guys, so I don't know much about them, but with us being a rival, that's hurting our trust right now. Let's see. My borders are not close to them yet. Honestly, parts of me wants to go ahead and just start another espionage operation with these guys. I must learn more about this empire to our rights. They declared us a rival for some reason. We must know why. And yeah, all these packs right now I think are hurting my influence, so we'll have to keep that in mind here when we're trying to expand some more.
Incoming transmission.
And let's go ahead and build some more ships. These guys want to form a migration treaty. Yes, let's accept. More species in my empire, the better. The more diverse species in my empire, the better. It gives us a lot more to play around with when it comes to our species. Now, I'm going to buy about, I'm going to spend about half of the energy credits I have here, and we're going to build some more ships. In that case, we got 4 destroyers on the way. This is perfect. This will make my fleets hopefully superior to these guys. Not that I'm trying to destroy them or anything, but I'm trying to subjugate them. And while they will accept, depending on the negotiation agreements,
The spirits have granted us new
we want to
wisdom.
make it a little bit easier. And so we found the Carabineers. Let's see what they have for us. So they say, but we hunger, we thirst. Grant us 200 food and we shall apply your builders, your makers with 200 minerals. Dang. I could do that. And so cool. Starting off small, but they'll give us some minerals there. Let's look at our next agenda here in the council. And so our Rift Lord, Mr. Alan Mayfield, is ready to launch the Favored Society agenda. And for our next agenda, let's see, we got a couple of options here. Let's go with Evolving Society. I want to get this next tradition as soon as we can. And we got some new tech as well. Applied quantum physics is complete. The chemical plant build, actually, let's go with blue lasers. I know a lot of my ships are running with laser technology. We'll get those upgraded here in a second. Oh, don't tell me that's a construction ship. Thank goodness, it's a science ship. We need this system so bad, but I don't know if I'll have enough influence to get to it in time. I wonder if we could declare these guys a rival. We'll return the favor. You are our rival as well. Tell me what you're going to do about it. And that's actually going to make my intel fail a little bit. All right. Well, their encryption is routine, so we should be able to breeze through it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made contact with the Canon Interstellar Empire, as well as, it looks like multiple empires here. We have the Authority of Athos. They're hegemonic imperialists. Great.
An alien empire.
And then we have, oh,
speaks to us
even
in the
better,
language of the
Ruthless
divine.
Capitalist, the Akanan Interstellar Confederation. I'm just going to greet these guys as positively as I can. Okay, cool, but they're a little bit further away. These guys are down here. Oh, hey, here's the Caravan Coalition. Nice. What? I did not realize that this is a choke point system leading to all of this, and so this all could potentially be mine. Nice. We need to start surveying this area fast. All right, so we got a bunch of systems here that are up for grabs.
The
St.
faithful have
Pomeroy,
claimed a new
let's see.
world.
Let's go ahead and squash this crime stuff going on here. There we go. Amenities are a little low, but no worries, the pops are safe. We now have colonized our third world here, and let's go ahead and get to work on building some jobs on it. Now, we have a... St. Pomeroy is my factory world. My home world is kind of like more of my tech world-like. Planet Armor. Armor? What are we going to do with you? I have a decent amount of industrial districts. I guess we could make this our factory world. Let me see what Bounty looks like. Now, we'll make Bounty the factory world. Planet Armor will be... What do we need? What do we need? We could make it another tech world. Or a generator world. Let's go with an energy grid building first, and we'll play this one by ear and see what we can do with this later on. But sweet, 3 planets colonized. We're in the year 2230. We're making some steady progress. We've gathered some more information on our rivaling empire over here on the right side. And bingo, they are equivalent to us. This is the intel that we have on them right now. We are pretty much equal in all categories. Their fleet is sitting at 2.3K. And my fleet, I think I have a little bit more than that. But I see their ships sitting right at my borders here. And so I'm going to go ahead and move my fleets over here as well. And we'll say hello. It's me. And I'm wondering what it is you are doing. It's also, let me see, if my borders are not close to them. Okay, our borders are already close to them. Great. On top of that, we've unlocked the blue laser technology. And so let's go with Hyperlane Breach Points technology next. That'll allow for free resettlement for my pops. And oh, here goes the other empire up here. All right, cool. So they're cordial with us. Nice. Let's go ahead and establish an embassy with these guys. Since our borders are so separated right now, it's kind of hard to kind of defend this side. So I want to make sure that we are friends with these guys. Oh, and yes, we have enough influence. We're going to build a starbase over this and try to take these remaining systems in this area. I may have to close my borders to them, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Let's get some new technologies here. Excellent. And so when I make those first contacts with other empires, that increases our influence by a bit. I'm going to go ahead and do it again here and start another first contact. Oh, man. And I have my ships here traveling to the Thrad system. We're just going to keep our ships posted here for a bit. Since we have these guys moving their ships nearby, I can't trust that. We're going to replace one of the naval anchorages with a shipyard so that my ships are not just burning whole in energy credits. And we're just going to be like, yeah, what's up? What's your guys' move? What are you going to do? You're still hostile towards us, but we did nothing to them. They've been hostile towards us for majority of the game. Now, this Federation seems weak. I could ask to join it. We have another election on the way as well. But I need to increase our relationships even more. Oh, they won't. Why won't they let me join? Oh, one of the Federation members does not wish for my empire to join. Dang, come on, why? The U citizen, where are you at? What, this little baby empire? What is your dealio? Maybe we can try to increase relations with you. Let's take away the spy and we're going to use them to increase relations. But we are so close to greatness if they would just let us join this Federation.
Construction complete.
Let me join. We found two more colonizable planets. One's the size 24 ocean world.
The faithful have claimed a new world.
That's going to be a top priority right there. And we've colonized our 4th planet now. And so this planet, I can already tell you right now, is going to be a forge world. We're going to be using this planet to build up our alloy production. And then I think our next planet, we're going to need to have it be designated towards minerals. But there goes an alloy foundry and a city district on this planet's way. Let's check out all of our worlds now. Awesome, awesome. And so let me see what's on this planet. Okay, in this case here, I'm probably just going to go ahead and build another our final science lab building on this planet. What's on there? Planet St. Pomeroy. This is going to be a factory world. Okay. Is this what this is going to be? Oh, I thought it was going to have this be like a Unity world. Let me check something here. I guess we could make this a factory world. Oh, excuse me, Alpha Yawn Delete here, guys. And yeah, we'll get that started ASAP. We already got enough consumer goods as is, but the more the better. And then Planet Armor. This is probably going to be my generator world for now. But sweet, so far we're still looking okay. As soon as I can make sure my fleets are stronger than this empire's, we may have a little early war here brewing up. For a bit here, I was going to try and invade these guys, but oh, the Yastun Covenants? Isn't this the Federation? What? They're at war. Both of these empires at war with each other.
Construction
Yikes.
complete.
Being at war with the Federation this early on, no bueno. Okay, and so back up here, let's see. Expanded our borders again. I need this system next so badly for more dark matter. Now, this situation, this is not one of the newer archaeological dig sites, and so I'm just kind of breezing through this one so that we can get started on the rift that is in that same system. But we're going to go ahead and complete the Prosperity Tradition tree with our final tradition in this tree, Public Works Division. This says, our growing cities will be augmented by inspired public works on a scale never seen before. To that end, a new government agency must be formed to oversee their construction. Now, when I select this tradition, our city districts will provide one additional housing, and then this has modifiers for arcologies and city segments as well, which right now I don't have too much of this. And so upon completing the Prosperity Tradition tree, it says that we will get 5% more resources from jobs, and of course, an Ascension perk. And so for my next Ascension perk here, let's go for, let me see what my edicts look like. All right, and so I have mapped the stars. I'm actually gonna go ahead and deselect this one. And let's lean towards, I don't really have a lot that I want to use right. Actually, you know what? Yeah, what's going on? What am I doing here? I might hold off on the Edict Ascension perk yet. Let's see here. And I'm going to switch. Yeah, what's going on, Defugal? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We're managing some early game diplomacy right now, and I have an Ascension perk here active, but I'm trying to figure out what do I want to go with? Yeah, we're trying to figure out what our next Ascension perk is going to be. Because usually I do like Executive Vigor. It gives me an extra Edict Fund, a +1 hundo, but I'm thinking maybe one Vision. Yeah, let's go with one Vision. This increases monthly unity, decreases pop amenity usage, which we definitely need because for some reason the pops on my planet, they don't seem to be super happy right now. But we did make the species kind of branched off of humanity, and so I guess that kind of works well together. But no, yeah, if we go to our planets here, here's my home world. Okay, the amenities are kind of high right now. Oh, this planet has a holo theater on it, so yeah, the entertainers are working. They're working in full effect because one entertainer increases amenities by 10, but I only have 13 amenities, so they're working double time in those movie theaters right now. All right, so we got a research lab on the way. Let's go to let's just breeze through these planets. Here's St. Pomeroy, negative amenities. The civilian industry building is on the way, and so this planet I guess is being changed to a factory world instead of a like more of like a Unity world. Here is our third world we just colonized, Planet Armor. Let's see, Planet Armor. Let's add a generator district to this. We're gonna start getting some heavy energy credits. And then this world here, this is going to be my Forge world. So all I'm doing right now is just kind of specializing each of these planets. Let's change this into a generator world. There we go. And now I kind of have like a little bit of one of each, pretty much. And so that crime is coming up again. It looks like, is this a finished excavation dig site? Oh, okay. So apparently it says if we, it may go down as the biggest botch in scientific history. Deep core samples indicate that the center of the crash moon was composed of highly pure metal ores. Coveting these, in defiance of all logic and sane engineering principles, the population of this world, let's go to it. Oopsie, I hit my start button here. Why are you here? There we go. It says that, I just lost where I was. Oh, the electromagnetic of gargantuan proportions. It seems their intent was to pull the moon into a closer orbit in order to mine its riches more easily. Sure enough, the magnet was activated and hauled the moon towards the surface of this world right here. Here's the moon, here's the world. And it says that, yeah, it moved the moon, but too hard and too fast. The inhabitants frantically tried to reverse the electromagnetic beam, but succeeded only in slowing the metallic orbit's descent, not stopping it. The moon crashed into the planet with enough force to wipe out the entire hemisphere. In the aftermath, the dust and debris cloud from the impact blotted out the sun for decades, which eradicated all life on the rest of the world. What do they expect? Well, from this archaeological dig site, I'm not gonna lie, only getting 500 alloys from this. I mean, it's alright, but yo, now that we're done with this situation, let's jump over to our second astral rift. Oh, it's already being explored. Okay. I didn't realize I had a scientist on this, but nice. All right, we'll go ahead and check that out as we work through it. We don't know much about it just yet, but we've opened up a second rift inside, or actually we've opened up our first rift outside of the one that's inside of my home system using a astral action. And so for my scientists here, let's go ahead and move them forward to, honestly, I don't really see anywhere that's like super high priority for me to expand to just yet. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and have them begin to automatically survey and explore other systems. Let me grab my science ship here, and I see there's a project right here. But instead I'm gonna move them back over in this direction. There are 2 habitable worlds that I would like to expand to, as well as a L gate. That could be some fun to tinker with a little bit later on in the game.
Council agenda available.
All right, so we have a council agenda available, but my current agenda that we're trying to pass right now is not ready. And let's see what this second astral rift is. This is a different situation right here. All right, so this says that we've arrived on a thriving planet. From its dense forest to verdant plains, the landscape was at once diverse and immaculately maintained, a vibrant and planet-wide garden. It says that an unidentified plantoid species has erected extensive fortifications around the semi-organic cities. Scans of the local star system have revealed a blockade of heavily equipped warships. There is no active conflict, but it is clear that one is brewing. Ooh. And so we have 2 options here. It says contact the planet's inhabitants or contact the orbiting fleet. I'm gonna reach out to the, let's reach out to the planet inhabitants. You know, they live on the planet. They probably know more about this world. Let's say hello to them. I don't know what's up with the fleets, but we have found a garden in this astral rift.
The spirits have granted us new
All right, so I've made first contact with, it looks like is this Bubbles? I'm gonna say we should learn how to coexist. Actually, both give me influence.
An alien empire now speaks to us in the language.
Let's go the
of
coexisting
divine.
route. Let's select some new tech, and then I'm going to expand my borders again now that I have enough influence for it. Oopsie. All right, so let me grab this construction ship here, and we're gonna go ahead and expand our borders over this black hole system. And look, only being 32 years in the game and being able to exploit dark matter is juicy, very juicy. And so let's go back to the worlds here. Let me see. What in the world is that? Watch streak. I have a 3 streak. Yay. I didn't even know you could do that. Wow. I had no clue you could do that. Well, nice. Hey, appreciate you hanging out with us. What am I doing here? We have another commercial pack. This is going to give me some more energy credits. Guys, what I'm trying to do right now is Well, first of all, we're pretty much just researching astral rifts and things like that. I'm going to probably save my astral threads and pretty much wait until we complete this next astral rift. It says here that if I want to unlock these next 2 astral actions, I need to complete 2 astral rifts to be able to use them or unlock them. And so once we do that, I'll save these threads here. I have 354 right now. I'll save them so that I can use these, whatever they may be, if I want to use them. Meanwhile, let's discover a precursor insight with the very many minor artifacts that we have.
Situation log updated.
Oh, and we get a precursor discovery within my systems here. What is an astral rift? I will show you what an astral rift is. And so an astral rift is a tear in time and space, pretty much. It pretty much like will take you to another dimension. What's on the other side? That's what we're trying to find out today. And so once you see one of these, if you expand your borders over it, you can send a scientist in it, and each rift will have like a different situation that could give you all kinds of things for all we know so far. But right now I've opened up 2. The first one had a ruined planet on it, or a ruined planet inside of it. There were 2 factions that were going to war with each other. I sided with one of them, and then I got up out of there. This one that we just opened up right here, this is a siege on Paradise. And so pretty much we found like a huge garden, and there's a species living on the world, and there is a fleet that is in orbit. We assume they're getting ready to attack the planet. We're gonna find out a little bit more about it, but apparently this planet is like it's like a really well-maintained garden that's like planet size pretty much. Now, speaking of which, let's go ahead and like talking about ships and things. Let's reinforce our ships. Let's get some more ships on the way. I'm trying to build a fleet here as well because we have a rival over here on the right side. This Synergetics Empire, this sort of like peach color. We're trying to increase our fleet power a little bit higher than theirs. They have their fleet sitting at their borders. We're sitting at ours as well. And we have a little bit more fleet power than they do, but I don't want to take the chance of going to war with them just yet. Meanwhile, we just expanded our borders on the opposite side of our borders here, and we have minerals and another dark matter resource here to exploit. And so this is actually perfect timing because I have an edict active that is spending dark matter to... Oh wow, look at all these resources here. Oh, and yeah, we have a gateway that we found as well. Gateways allow you to travel to another section of the galaxy, which I don't know if we're going to have the Grey Tempest in this game or not. I don't even see that area on the galaxy like outside the borders here. But yeah, we've only discovered just like this section of the galaxy. We still have so much more to like find right now. And it might be a while before we actually see the galactic community start to form. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and build another starbase, or let's oh, I can't build one because I just reinforced all my ships. Let's backtrack then. Let's go to our planets. Let's see what we can add to these worlds here. And I'm just gonna look and see what jobs are being worked.
Construction
all right, and so this planet just needs pops, really. Okay. This is gonna be my generator world, and so, uh-oh. Planet Armor has feral behavior. It says reports from our colony on the planet aims that there's been an increase in feral behavior. Apparently parts of the population has expressed unprecedented levels of lust and aggression, and no one knows why. Carry on, we'll keep an eye on this situation, but as soon as it comes up to knock it out of the park, we're gonna go ahead and research that ASAP, because if not, that situation can give you some gnarly modifiers that are not good for your planet. And so yeah, we'll see what's going on with that here a little bit later on, but if I remember correctly, that situation is going to continue to get worse. And there it is, it's already gotten worse. And so, we got situations on top of situations piling up. We're gonna look at that one we just looked at here, and it says that Jesus Christ.
Situation.
We're gonna close that. It says the feral behavior on the planet shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. In fact, it has risen since the last report. Violent acts happen all the time, and a large part of the population seems to be affected. And so now the situation is getting out of hand. Crime has increased, happiness has decreased, pop growth speed has increased as well. Okay, well, that's not good. But we'll go ahead and look at that situation a little bit more as it develops. Back to the Siege of Paradise. Now, we have our second situation with this astral rift, and it says that on the planet's surface, we've encountered a massive creature whose body was formed by an intricate network of roots. It spoke with a deep, earthy renaissance of a language we could not understand. It then offered us a seedling, which gently anchored itself to our scientist's hand. Its grasping roots were formed on a strange material. Now, extending to touch the nervous system, there was a moment of instantaneous recognition. Through the fusion of thought and root, the line of direct communication was established. And so it sounds like this thing, it reminds me of Halo, I can't remember, like the leader of the flood, I can't remember the name of it, but pretty much this thing just gave us a seed and the roots kind of expanded on us, and now we can understand this being's language. And it says, halt, unidentified sapient. Explain how you bypassed the blockade. Are you here to parley? And I'm going to say we are explorers. And so we're to gain 50% or 50 more astral threads from the situation.
The spirits have
And now we're
granted
going
us
into
new
the next
wisdom.
chapter. All right, and so let's look at these new technologies we have. Chemical plants is one of them. And disruptor technology. I'm going to go for this right away since we have a conflict that seems to be getting ready to brew up at our borders. And let's go with effective bureaucracy next. Let's increase that edict fund just a tad bit. Now, speaking of edicts, let's go to our policies and edicts. I'm changing the diplomatic stance. And so we were set to expansionist. We're not really colonizing any worlds right now, at least. And if we do, I don't see a big issue with the colony development speed. Let's go with cooperative. I want to befriend. I want to befriend the other empires. And so this will increase our diplomatic weight, increase our envoy improvement relations, and border frictions will not be so heavy to hurt our relationships with other empires as much. Now, if we want to use any espionage operations, it's going to cost us more and the upkeep is going to be increased. And then we'll get one external leader pool size. And so we'll just be able to pick more leaders to choose from. I have no edicts active right now. And so let's activate fortifying the border since I'm about to start upgrading a couple more star bases, as well as, let's see, I got a decent amount of unity. I'm going to save it though, because it's taking us a little bit of time to get our next tradition going here. All right, and so let's see, what else can we do? Let's go over here to our one of our newer worlds that we've colonized, and I'm going to spend some energy credits here to, the Betharian power plant building. This will give me 41 energy credits from job production. Dang, that is nice. All right, I gotta see how this job works here once we finish building it, but that should give us a ton. Oh, this is on my Forge world though. That's tragic. Okay, well, it looks like it doesn't have an upkeep though, so that's kind of nice too. St. Pomeroy, how we looking on this world? The happiness is a little low. We could easily change that by adding a movie theater to the planet. We'll come back to it later on. One of my leaders is leveled up. And yo, this is madness, guys. This is madness. This planet is going full-blown feral here. It says that the situation on, where's this world at? Right here behind me? Do it. Yes, we will do it. Those are always good. Yeah. Wait, what were you referring to? I might have already forgotten. But we have this is madness situation. It says the situation on one of our planet's armor has spiraled out of control. A staggering number of inhabitants are now infected by whatever is causing this feral deluge, and the colony has started to break down because of it. Something needs to be done, or this world will be lost.
Situation.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying now. I copied the fool. Yeah, I have it set to a Forge world, but we'll look into maybe switching Planet Armor and Planet Bounty here in the future. Oh yeah, this is going to take us 4 months to research. This is going to be a piece of cake. We're going to root out the problem on this planet. I believe there was something going on with the plant life, or like a fungus on that world that was causing my species to just kind of like go crazy. All right, so yeah, I'm getting closer to being able to afford to expand my borders one more time. Oh, and there's another habitable world here. It's only a size 13 tundra world, but these systems, I can pretty much say I'm going to be able to expand to them later since they're inside of my borders. I want to get over here because there's 2 planets here that I can colonize, and they're a little bit closer to my home system. And so once I get about 3 more influence, we'll do some more expansion. Meanwhile, over here, I want to see, geez, their fleet power is still equal to ours, and that's outdated that's outdated intel.
Special project complete.
And so here it is, the Savage Spores. It says the investigation of the strange and wild behavior on planet Amor, currently besettling the planet, has been completed. And the vast network of cave tunnels that premates the planet's crust, an enigmatic fungus has been found. It grows all over the caves, floors, walls, ceilings, and stretches out for thousands of miles. The fungus frequently releases pores that are vented out of the caves. For what purpose has not been established, but we know for certain that it causes primitive behavior in our species, releasing primal urges within. We can try to find a useful application of this phenomena, or we can exterminate the fungus altogether. Let's, can we utilize the cave mushrooms, or what? This is a tough decision. I'm going to let it die.
Situation log updated.
And so let's go back to our situation log here, and now we're going to exterminate the roots. This is going to take us another 4 months. Probe the dimensional portal and bounty. Wait, what? We're gonna probe a dimensional... a dimensional what? We're gonna do what with the probe? All right, let's go ahead and expand. So now we're gonna get this nice little choke point system here. I don't see any empires near this, and so this is fantastic. This is great.
System
We have all the
survey
space here.
complete.
Parts of me makes it, whenever I see this happen, in a game where like there's a bunch of empires in my galaxy and I start seeing a bunch of systems that are opened up, this makes me feel like there is a fallen empire somewhere or a marauder empire somewhere that's blocking access to the other empires in the galaxy. And guys, we are, let me see here, 33 years into the game, and this is all we've found so far. We're playing on a medium-sized galaxy. This empire over here is just being completely rude to us, and we're not able to see what's on the other side of this empire. And this right here is a fallen empire, the Keepers of Knowledge. And so they have no interest in any of our diplomatic affairs. They're just like, yeah, whatever, just be gone. All right.
Construction complete.
All right, so there goes that. Let's, oh, I could build some more ships. I could build a lot of ships, actually. Let's juggle some resources really quickly. Actually, let's, I keep forgetting to make trades with other empires rather than selling them in bulk. All right, so these guys are weak.
Special project complete.
They're very weak to us. I can't join this federation because one of the members, they just don't want me, this little baby empire here, they don't want me to join it. And so let's try to, man, if I form any kind of agreements with them, I'm going to like not have any influence at all. But we'll come back to these guys later and we'll try it again. We'll see if we can make something work. Now back to the siege on Paradise. We're on the 3rd chapter of this archaeological dig site, and this says that this is a request for aid. It says, we make preparations for a coming battle. Regrettably, your expedition may be much more dangerous than previously assessed. Oh, okay, so apparently my scientists might be in danger. What? It says the Plantoid continued. We are the Baul? What? What? All right, it says we are the Baul and we have landed on one of your, it says, and you have landed on one of our outer colonies. We are under siege and our resources dwindle. Diplomacy is fruitless. The aggressors mock us openly and laugh at our attempts to communicate. They identify themselves as the Grunner. What? Holy moly. And so if you guys don't know, the last Baul is like a situation in the game, and it gives you a relic, a really cool relic. But yeah, it says, we believe their aim is not to conquer this world, but to destroy it. It seems they have no mercy, or they know no mercy. We would graciously accept any assistance that we can provide. Help them? Help them we will. So I'm gonna say yes, we will help them however we can. Wow. And so yeah, we have found the Baul in an astral rift. How crazy is that? Well, I don't know, Defugal. There might still be, I can imagine there should be, but I don't know. I mean, before the astral rifts, it was like the last Baul that we found. And I feel like now this feels like time travel, because in that situation, the Grunner were like trying to destroy them. And I can't remember the exact, like the full details on it, but I feel like we're in that area now. And so this is all taking place in a rift that we opened earlier. And holy moly, I was not expecting the Baul to be in that rift. Okay, and so now I'm excited about what's going to happen next in that situation. But yes, we did decide to help them. And so we're gonna see what happens there. Every time I watch this, it makes me want to get back into playing it and starting a new playthrough. Yeah, I know. Some of these playthroughs can take time. That's why I decided to go from a huge galaxy in this playthrough to a medium-sized galaxy. And so just the huge galaxies, man, it would take me months to get through. Maybe not months, but it would just take me a lot more time than playing on a smaller galaxy. Guys, looking over here at our factions, it looks like almost all the factions approve of the way that I'm running this empire right now. Our two bigger factions, actually, you know what? The Democratic Rights Coalition is the faction that I'm supporting, but the Xeno Rights League is getting a lot of the pops on their side. Let's promote this faction. I want the species to go to them instead. If you can save the Bowel and get some of their pops, that would be sweet. That'd be super sweet. Yeah, we're gonna find out here because we're gonna keep on working our way through it. Meanwhile, let's go back to our planets here again and just kind of dip and dodge through all the alerts here. And cool, the amenities are low on this planet, but this world is doing perfectly fine.
Anomaly found.
Yes, we are finding all kinds of anomalies out there in the galaxy. Planet Armor, looking good. We had that crazy situation going on, and it looks like the planet, low crime, one amenity. We had some slight devastation. Let's build 2 city districts so that we can get some housing up. And let's look at our next physics technology. Oh, cool. We've made contact with the Kanon block. They're honor-bound warriors. Great. Some empires we find were like, awesome, you guys seem really cool. And then there are others that are just like, yeah, here we go. And these guys are located all the way over here. Oh, cool, they're pretty friendly towards us. So let's go ahead and establish an embassy with them. Oh, they're spiritualists, nice. My empire is spiritualist as well. And so that'll make us friends. That'll instantly make us befriend them. And they're wedged in the middle of our rival. Oh, they want to form a non-aggression pact. Let's go. I can do that as well. Now, the goal here, I want to try to destroy these guys to make a corporation, but they've been, oh, now they're hostile towards us. Okay, that's how we want to play. In that case, I'll go ahead and reinforce some more ships here. But yeah, these guys, they got it coming to them. Meanwhile, back up here, I would love to subjugate these guys, but I don't have the influence for it. Yeah, they're still at the same acceptance rate. All right, let me go ahead and build a 3rd construction ship here. And, wait a minute, where's my construction ship at? Here's you. You were there. My other construction ship is here. I'm gonna start building some mining stations that are inside of my borders. Especially right here, there's all kinds of goodies. And we'll get that thing going.
Spirits have granted us new wisdom.
All right, and so we have plate steel armor as our next technology, and do I want to start on L-Gate Insights? Probably not right now. Let's go with, honestly, we'll go with habitability. This is going to lead towards, or this is the integrated cybernetics technology. I just want to make my pops a little bit happier on the planets that we have right now. Pretty soon, we're 1 system away from a system that has 2 habitable planets. Cannot wait to colonize those. One of those is a size 24 ocean world. I think that might be our new, that might be a farm world for us. All right, here we go, guys. And so back to the siege on Paradise. This says, with diplomacy out of the question, we will need to be creative in our support. We've engaged in discussions with the Bowel to determine a practical way to lend aid. It says we could attempt to enhance the Bowel's advanced organic technology with astral threads. It should be possible to establish a powerful shield around this colony. Of course, this will prevent them from leaving the planet, but at least they would be safe from the invaders. As a last resort, we could carry Bowel seedlings back to the rift, allowing the species to live on. I feel like these are I don't know if this is typos or just different ways of. I'm not sure, but it says, I'm gonna read this as it says on this thing. It says, as a last resort, we could carrying Bowel seedlings back through the rift, allowing the species to live on no matter what happens in this dimension. Does that make sense to you guys? I'm not sure. That last sentence kind of confused me a little bit, but I want to preserve the seedlings. Generating a shield is nice, but I feel like then I won't be able to utilize the Bowel. And so let's preserve the seedlings. At least that way we can take something with us. And so the poor Bowel, at least they will be able to live on. All right, so back over here to some of my worlds. Oh, we got some new technology again. What do we have this time? Effective bureaucracy. Nice, increasing those edict funds there. And I have no use for diplomatic weight just yet. And so maybe a colonial bureaucracy? Oh, the living state. This would be perfect. This will give us a extra 10% increase of unity from factions. I do love playing the game the way the factions want us to. And that'll give us even more unity here. Speaking of which, we have 15 months until our third tradition we'll be selecting here. And so what will we go with next? I'm not 100% sure. All right, but yeah, these astral rifts, man, they've been pretty cool so far. I'm digging it. And here we go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is, wow, we're on chapter 5. It says life finds a way on the Siege of Paradise. And here it says, departing the Baul colony, we were entrusted with a bundle of their precious seedlings. We hope that their conflict will end soon and that the Baul will live on prosperously on both sides of the rift. And so excellent with this. Yes, 3 Baul pops are created. The question is where they are going, I'm not sure. We get 175 astral threads, and the rift has been fully explored. And so the Siege on Paradise is complete. That is our second astral rift that we've completed. That's going to give us more astral threads. We're also working on the crash starship as well. But let's look at our astral actions now. Now we have 6 astral actions. I'm so glad I saved those astral threads because now we have 2. We have the gaining hyper relay insight. This will give me tech progress towards hyper relays. And then we have gaining quantum catapult insights. This will give me tech progress towards quantum catapults. I'm gonna go with this one. Getting quantum catapults early on could be a game changer for me, especially with how much of the galaxy I still have not explored just yet. The thing is I would still have to build them though. I would need megastructure technology, but that's it. That's the second astral rift we've completed so far. We now have 6 astral actions. Awesome. And we'll build up some more astral threads here to use some more of those actions. Wow. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So I'm looking around to see if I can expand my borders. I don't see anything yet. And so I'm going to have my construction ship research this Tin Yankee lore situation. Should take about 180 days to complete. Meanwhile, over here, let's change the map view mode here really quick. We're going to look at the opinion map mode. And as you can see, we have a lot more friends than we do enemies. Looks like the right side of the map, the right side of our border seems to host more hostile empires, while our neighbors below and above us are a tad bit more friendlier. Let's jump to our council next. We've got our Rift Lord, Alan Mayfield, getting ready to launch the next agenda, Evolving Society. That is done now, and that's going to increase our resources from jobs now by 20%. And let's select our next agenda to unlock. Let's see, give and take. You know what? I might just lean back into the infinite opportunities again. Infinite opportunities it is. Now I want to go to my planets here and I want to see what pops are living on my world. Right now here, it looks like, okay, we got a couple. We got the Baul on planet Armor. And so I want to see what the species looks like. They have a Gaia world preference. They're vulnerable. I can't even say that word right now, but this increases leader lifespan by 80 years. I feel like we could potentially get Baul leaders. That could be excellent. Now, they are also Argarian. They increase food from jobs. They're delicious. And so they give us food from them being livestock, and they're communal. And so this increases their pop or decreases their pop housing usage. The only thing that sucks about them is their pop growth speed is a little slow. Nonetheless, that ocean world, I think I might designate for that species. We might just make that a full-blown food world. All right, so let's change our map view mode back here. There it is. Nice. And speaking of food, we're lacking a little bit, and so I'm just going to drop about 10 food that we're selling right now. And yo, the special resources are back on track. We are not losing dark matter, even though we have an edict active. But there it is. Our second astral rift has been explored. We're going to build up some more astral threads here. And actually, let me look around here. I thought there was an astral rift in this system. No, there's a scar. Uh-oh. So guys, back over here to planet St. Pomeroy, we have the Nima species that we were growing. They're these massive creatures that pretty much they look like continents pretty much. So sadly, the latest effort to add another Nima to our planet has failed. We could find no habitat spacious enough for such a massive beast to thrive. The scientists are not dismayed, however, and promise better results in the future. No problem, we get some society technology from that. But yeah, it's no biggie. And yeah, again, so far we're still looking pretty solid right now with our species. Our fleet power seems to be equivalent to theirs. Ooh, that looks strong. Okay, so they've been steadily building ships over there. Let's start making some trades. Surely these guys are friendly towards us. That's good. Trade me. Trade me resources. Give me some alloys, please. I need them. Damn it, they still won't give them to me. Let me see. I don't need any of this other stuff from them. I need alloys badly. Their economy's equivalent to ours. I'm going to queue up some more ships here, though, to add to my fleets. Who else? Do you guys have... Surely you guys have resources. Someone in this galaxy has alloys. I know it. It looks like nobody wants to give them to us, though. Oh, and if I remember correctly, that Federation, or at least some of the Federation members, I believe are at war. All right, and so let's make trade deals with you guys. Tell me, please tell me you have them. So right now, it looks like nobody in the galaxy is really wanting to trade away the alloys, at least this early on. Maybe these guys will. Yeah, it might be too soon to ask for alloys then. In that case, let's keep the game going. I'm kind of worried about this fleet here that is gathering at our borders. Actually, we got enough. We could take that still. We can still take that fleet on. And so with conflict, like I said, it's brewing, it's inevitable, it's bound to happen. Let's go with supremacy for our third tradition here.
Council agenda
Yes.
available.
There it is. Time to get some envoys and proving opinions. I've tried it with these guys. They hate us. They can't stand us. They're ruthless capitalists, they're materialist, and fanatic militarist. And so both of their governing ethics are just pretty much the opposite of what we have. And so I tried it earlier on, and when I tried improving relations with them, they actually decreased relations with us. They were harming our relationship. And so I'm like, all right, you guys want to play that game? We can play that game. And so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna build about maybe 5 more ships, depending on what they are. Yeah, 5 more Corvettes are on the way. And we'll say hello again and see what's up. I'm waiting to see if they'll go to war with another empire. And one thing I wish was an option was, I wish Stellaris had proxy wars. Because if they did, I would just, oof. I would have a lot of fun with that. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and go back to Planet Bounty here. And I'm going to go ahead and start building some industrial districts. This is kind of like our Forge world right now. I'll get 2 of those built up. We do need alloys to build more ships. My generator world, we're going to build another generator district. Let's see, I got a few tile blockers on this planet, but I can't do anything with that just yet.
Construction
And I
complete.
now have enough influence here. We're going to go ahead and expand our borders over this planet, or this system that has 2 planets within it. Now I see another system here with a... Oh, this is a nebula. Nice. It has astral threads in it. That's letting me know there may be a rift in there. We'll check that out here a little bit later on.
Incoming transmission.
What is this? A
The spirits have
hey,
granted
a
us
commercial
new
agreement. Let's
wisdom.
go. Or a research agreement. I'll take it. Yes, yes. Oh, and quantum catapult technology. How long will this take? 40 months to research. How about negative ghostwriter? All right, so I think I have disruptor technology complete. Let's look at our ship designer again. I'm gonna break that fleet down. And this is my current fleet that I want to have as most of my ships. Now, I'm gonna build a different type of Corvette design. How can I, where's my create new one at? Actually, I think I can just change it up here. Let's make it so that these ships are gonna be brawlers. They like to get up close and personal and use those disruptors to just completely annihilate the whole. A ship of this design is currently being built. Okay. Is that right? What's this design? See, this is the design that should be being built. Let me see if I can just make a new one. There we go. All right, and so this is going to be my core. I'm going to call it the core brawler. And so that is done there. And whoa, 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 I got too many designs here. Ah, I see what's going on now. Huh. So I have two of the same designs here. Let's break down that second one. And there. Let's jump back to our fleet manager. The core brawler, yeah. I gotta keep it simple so I can remember it. Did I? Well, it's too late now. It'll be a mistake that will be remembered in the history books for this empire. Let's see. Where? Okay, yeah, here's my fleet manager. Let me see. So I have my regular Corvette class. All right, this is the destroyer class I want to have. Cool, cool. Those are set there. I might just create a new fleet. That's core brawl. Yeah, I don't even know how to spell that. Oh no, yeah, I spelled it wrong. But there it is. It's there. We'll make this a new fleet. Oopsie. I want to have those split up between destroyers and corvettes. Alrighty. And besides that, we have another archaeological dig site we're working on. Again, I'm not going to be reading through too many of the archaeological dig sites, just the rifts. And
incoming transmission.
We have Baul on our planets now. That is that's nice. That's very nice. I want that species everywhere. But I think we're getting ready to. Are we colonizing the system yet? Ah, yes, we are. We're getting ready to expand our borders here. I'm going to colonize those planets right away. We have a migration treaty with the Block Empire, the military junta. Yes, yes, their species looks exactly like ours, so I won't be able to tell the difference. And next up, let's go for one of my favorite technologies, Galactic Administration. This will allow me to add one more civic to my empire, as well as the system capital complex building, but mostly that civic. That's why I like that technology, is being able to have 3 civics on my empire. That's juicy. That's very juicy. Meanwhile, the factions over here are generating more and more unity for my empire. We should, in the next 50 months, be able to select our first supremacy tradition there. And here we have the Tinyanki Grave Mound. Nice. Again, we'll kind of skim past some of these here so that we can keep breezing through the game. We got another commercial pack that has been sent to us. That is excellent. And now I am literally generating no influence. And so let's go to my government tab here.
Construction.
I just want to see if there's anything that I can use right now. Yeah, I'm not seeing much.
Anomaly found.
There's nothing I can use that can increase my influence at the moment. So expansion might be put on hold for a bit, or it'll probably just be really slow because we're gaining about 0.95. Okay, that's not too bad. We're still gaining just a little bit of influence per month, but yeah, again, it's just going to take us some time before we can colonize another system. Oh, here we go. So, well, this system has now been expanded to perfect. 2 planets inside of our border. We're going to start by colonizing this ocean world. And can I send the Baul here? Oh, they only have a 5% habitability for this world. Yikes. Okay, I do have a species that has an ocean world preference. Thing is they have pop. Oh, okay, cool. Their pop growth is decreased during war and crisis. All right, so I need about 200 food. We're going to colonize this world ASAP. Atlantica, I dig it. I dig it. Atlantica is going to be our next planet that we colonize. And we have Tazari here. This right here might have to be my new factory world, or my forge world. All right. Nonetheless, let's keep the game moving here, and I'm going to see if I have any astral actions available. Haven't checked these out in a while. Okay, so we're getting closer. We're actually generating a lot of astral threads, and I might look into opening up another astral rift here.
Construction complete.
All right, so here we got another migration treaty. All right, almost every member of this federation, I feel like we have every single deal with. Yet I still can't join the Federation. These guys were cordial with. Oh, we're getting closer though. All right, so the distance is the only issue. Oh man. War philosophy allows wars of aggression. Okay, so I don't care about that. I think we can make this work. Another defensive pack, we will take that as well. Oh no! Why did I accept the defensive pack from you guys? I should not have accepted that. Sorry, I was soaking in so much information that I just clicked it and it happened. All right, well, hopefully they're not in any wars soon. I need to be a part of this Federation as soon as possible. I'm going to form a research agreement with them. I know I'm lacking on unity right now, but it has to be done. And can we do it? We're so close. It's just the distance. Let me see if this empire will let us join. They're actually very friendly towards us. 16. What do I need from you guys? Okay, so let's change our war philosophy then. They want me to change my war philosophy. This should be good enough here. It's at unrestricted wars. Dang. I want unrestricted wars. I can't do it yet. All right, I can't do it. I have an envoy available. Let's try to increase, or let's go ahead and start another first contact situation. At least that'll be the only way I can get influence right now. And here we have the Tin Yankee Grave Mound. All the time, appreciate that redemption there. Cheers, lads, and everyone here in the stream. Welcome, welcome. Some refreshing awa awa, and let's keep this thing going here. And so we have the Tin Yankee Grave Mound archaeological dig site we're working on. Lots of dead bodies piling enough to form a planet there, and I can't even imagine what that smells like. Probably not the most pleasant smell in the galaxy. We have the crashed starship situation going on as well. We'll come back to both of these a little bit later on. We're looking for our next astral rift here to explore. And so meanwhile, looking at my worlds here, it seems we're doing pretty good so far on these planets. We still got tons of jobs to fill in. This planet has 8 jobs available. Okay, and they're all mostly technician jobs. It's interesting. Cool, cool. And so, yeah, we'll come back to them, but yeah, it seems like crime just seems to like seep into these worlds, and not 100% sure why, but I cannot wait to colonize this ocean world, Atlantica. Let's see, we have a colony ship on the way. There's been another defensive pact formed in the galaxy. Oh, is that correct? And I feel like they might just send me the offer, but yeah, we're right there. We're right there to joining their federation.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
All right, so we have ion disruptors completed. Next up, let's go with the research complex buildings. I don't know if do I have exotic gases? I don't, so I wouldn't even be able to upgrade those anyway. But we have enough astral threads here to unlock the gaining hyper relay insight. I'm saving it for an astral splitting action. I want to open up another rift, and I want to explore beyond our galaxy. All right, that last Baul situation that we had, I love that. That was great, and I want more of it. We have the hole in the ground situation as well. We'll hopefully try to get there. There's an unexplored wormhole there as well. Nice. What? And let me see if this, apparently these two are now giving each other Federation Association status offers. That's not fair. You know how hard I've been working to get in this Federation, and these guys just get a handout? I need that. All right, so this first contact situation continues. We're now lacking on food, and so instead of selling food, I now need to, actually, you know what? I could fix this. Let's build a starbase. I'm gonna build it right here. And so there that goes. We're gonna upgrade, let's see, I got enough to upgrade a couple of starbases. And so I'm gonna build the starbases mostly around my home planet and then branch out. And so from the inside of my sector on outward, we will build starbases. Let's see, and again, I got that astral action ready. It looks like I'm losing intel on this empire here, but they're being silly. They're keeping all of their ships right in this system, and so I can see how much fleet power they have. And oh no, someone killed one of my scientists. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. Nonetheless, I'm gonna have to go ahead and just build another science ship here, but because I need these scientists out and about. But yep, there goes a dead scientist. And let's go ahead and buy some more food just to temporarily get me out of this negative deficit for now. All right, cool. And so there goes the food. As soon as we have another science ship up and ready to go, which should be right now,
granted us new wisdom.
let's recruit. Let me make sure that I do need to like recruit another scientist. And so yeah, I have 4 out of 5 scientists. Let's get our 5th scientist here. All right, so what are we gonna have? Let's go with yeah, we got a couple of different looking species here. Wow. Lots of options. I'll go with the this guy. Excuse me, Alpha Y'all delete today, guys. The stream has been flowing pretty well, and if you're enjoying this, guys, please, if you're watching this bad boy on YouTube, leave a like and subscribe. I would appreciate it a bunch. The channel's been growing pretty, I'm not gonna lie, it's been growing pretty fast the past couple of weeks, and so I'm glad you guys are liking the content and leaving comments on there. But yeah, if you're watching this on Twitch also, happy Saturday. Let's go ahead and look into, I can't expand for anything right now. And I need about another 197 astral threads to open up another rift. These guys are expanding as well. I'm super sad because they're going to get this rift over here that I really, really wanted. And I can't get it now. All right, so besides that, let's see. We should have a new base up. And yep, the crashed starship. We're getting 50 motes and 100 minor artifacts from that situation. Our first contact with, it looks like their aquatics is underway, and yeah, they seem to be hostile towards us. Whatever empire's over here, not looking the friendliest. All right, and I feel like the fast speed in this game is now going pretty fast. Nonetheless, let's go to our, oh, we have an election underway, and it looks like our Rift Lord is just falling off when it comes to the popularity contest, and Bernardette, our Minister of Defense, is currently leading the election. Look, Rift Lord Alan Mayfield, I want to support you, but you got this narrow-minded trait. That's tragic, my friend. You might be just downgraded back to a scientist. But let's head back to our star bases here, and I'm going to go ahead and build another hydroponics bay building, and we'll just go with more anchorages. Same thing here, another hydroponic bay, and we'll have to wait to get some more alloys here to add some more buildings to it, or more modules to that star base. But besides that, let me see, what's up with the species? Planet habitability is being decreased. I can't control what species grow on planets, unfortunately, but I think we should be okay either way. All right, guys, and so here's our galaxy. I mean, it's getting a little bit busier here. We finally have our first tradition in the supremacy tree that we can work on, and I think I'm going to lean towards the Fleet Logistics Corps. This says, with ships often deployed across vast interstellar distances, a dedicated logistics corps is needed to make things run smoothly. And so this is going to decrease my ship's upkeep, which we get a decent amount right now, but we could have more, and it increases the naval capacity by 20%. And so now we can have up to 108 ship size total, or just fleet size total. I'm just checking these planets to make sure. Yeah, it looks like there's still plenty of jobs around. And oh, we got a Queen of the Rift.
Construction
nice. Complete. And so our previously Minister of Defense is now the Queen of the Rift. I love it. Beautiful. She's 75, so I'm concerned about that age because, I mean, she may not be around for much longer. And what we're going to do now is put Singh, our renowned Paragon, as the Minister of Defense. Nice. Very nice. And so now we got a Paragon on the council. Excellent. Very, very nice. Now we do have a slight food deficit here. I'm just going to buy a bulk load of it. And once those hydroponic farms are built up, we should be good for now. But let's keep this game going. We're in the year 2242.
System survey complete.
The galaxy here is growing. And here goes the commercial pact and a research agreement from other empires. Cool, cool. Please. Let me join. Still nothing yet. Still cannot join just yet. Bethany here has a veteran trait available, and let's go with let's just go with the statistician for now. Actually, she's not on my council, so we'll just go with options. Excuse me, we're gonna go with the Explorer trait. And cool, we'll call that a wrap there. Let's go to our minor artifacts because I feel like I'm doing all of these excavation sites and we're building up a lot of minor artifacts here. I'm in the wrong tab, sorry. We're gonna go to discovery now. Relics, and let's discover another precursor insight. Cool, cool. And I'm gonna sell some of my minor artifacts to a private collector for some energy credits. Let's also celebrate diversity and proclaim religious revelations as well. That's going to give me a ton of unity here, and that should put me 33 months at our next tradition. Very nice. We're getting closer to being able to use that astral splitting action again. I cannot wait for that. Meanwhile, I'm checking these guys' fleet over here. Let me see. We're at about... okay, we're still a little bit higher than their fleet power, but I just can't tell how big this empire is growing. It's kind of hard when we don't have a lot of intelligence on them. And so let's just go ahead and build some more ships here, just so that, you know, we're not getting behind on fleet power, especially compared to them. I just feel like they're waiting for the right moment. And here I just got 72 influence. Oh, this is a hive mind, collective consciousness. Okay, cool. That was not what I was expecting over there. But we now have enough influence here that we can expand our borders again. And I was going to go over in this direction, but I'm going to secure this system right here so that we can get these two systems as well as everything in here. That'll be up for claims for me. Okay, and I just need alloys for that right now. And so
the spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Let's go ahead and our next tradition or our next technology, Galactic Administration, that gives us that extra civic slot. And I'm going to go ahead and just increase the naval cap again, even though I don't need to right now. Let's reform our government, and I want to see if I have enough unity here. I do. Ooh. The Beacon of Liberty seems nice. I need something that's going to... Here it is. Diplomatic Corps. This will give us a council position, the High Ambassador, increasing trust cap by 5, and it'll give me 2 extra envoys and increase my diplomatic weight. Let's. I want to get in this federation as soon as I can, and oh my goodness, my entire council has been wiped. I gotta make a new council here. And so, for starters, let's go with the head of research. Then we'll go with let's go with the Minister of State. After that, we'll go with the Minister of Defense again. And then for this seat here, let's go with, we got some options here. Oh man. I guess I'll go with the, these two are really nice. I like them. I like them. I do like that. I do. But I'm trying to join this federation. And so High Ambassador, let's do it. I have one more seat that I can open up as well. And so I might squeeze that in here. And we can always reform our government again later on in the game. But usually I save the catalytic reprocessing for a aquatic species. Because with the ocean worlds, you can get a lot of food on those planets. And I will just turn as much food as I can into alloys. And so here we have our Minister of State position filled in. For our head of researcher, let's get one of our many scientists we have. And let's go with let's see, this leader seems to have some decent skill. Ooh, that hurts research speed, never mind. Bethany, you're perfect. Perfect. Minister of Defense up next is our renowned Paragon. You're getting your position back. And then lastly, let's give Elanor here the High Ambassador seat. And so on top of that, we should be able to now increase relations with these guys. And so it says that I'm at 3 out of 3 envoys. That's a lie. That is a lie right there. I'm going to use my other 2 envoys now to improve relations with every member of this federation. And who else is in this? Ooh, that sound kind of tickled my eardrums right there. All right, there we go. And so it should be a matter of time now. I should be able to join them in due time. Just hopefully no wars brew up. If I'm in a war, I will not be able to join a federation. We need 104 more astral threads. Actually, wait, I take that back. We need 4 more astral threads, and bingo, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to open up a second astral rift. Ooh, where's this rift at? Boom, there it is. Wow, this system has 15 trade value in it. That's pretty nice. I need a scientist over here as soon as possible. Actually, let me see how far we are in this situation. We're on chapter 6. Yo, the crashed starship.
Construction complete.
That's a long excavation dig site right there. We also have cruiser technology, and let's go with the planetary power grid
Incoming
building.
transmission.
And there it is. That right there is what I've been waiting for. A Federation offer. They want to... Wait a minute. You're not the Federation that I... What? Who are you? The Dian Hierarchy. Where are you guys at? Oh, this is my neighbors right next to me. I'm not gonna decline it because I don't want them to not like it. Let me see if I can propose education to these guys though. Accept it, damn you. Acceptance is at 2. I need 89 more influence. I'm so close to just being able to subjugate these guys, but again, I'm going for the Federation. Let's see here. Ask to join the Federation. Oh, it's getting there. It dropped from 16 down to -14, and so yeah, we're just going to keep on improving relations with everyone. We'll just ignore that Federation offer right there. We'll say thanks, maybe next time. And the Tinyanki Gravebound, the situation, we've gained now more society research from this one.
Council agenda available.
Again, I want to get to this rift site right here. That is the target. We have opened up another rift. What will be inside of it, I surely do not know. But
The faithful have claimed a new world.
we're gonna find out. Guys, we have colonized a 5th world. It's been a while since we've colonized another planet. But here it is, planet Atlantica. A beautiful ocean world size 24. That's massive. Especially compared to the planets that we've already colonized so far. This is a ginormous planet. And there's so many industrial districts on this world that it would be foolish of me to make this anything other than a factory or a forge world. I wonder if there's one for both. What's a rural world? This increases, okay, this is for mining, agricultural, and generator districts. Man, okay, maybe an industry world. We could make this an industrial world. This might be the go-to right here. I've never built a civilian industry and an alloy foundry on a planet at the same time. And hold up, this is not right. It looks like I'm lacking some consumer goods right now. And so let's go to our actual factory world, or not our factory world. Is this a factory world? It is a factory world, yes. We're gonna go ahead and build another industrial district. This is our home world. We're gonna upgrade the system capital complex building. And let's jump back to planet Atlantica. And I'm just gonna put industrial districts on this planet for now. But yeah, even though we're losing consumer goods, we should be okay. We're only losing 0.1 per month, so we're gonna be okay for a long time. The Infinite Opportunities agenda we are launching again, and this time around, let's go with the military
System
buildup
survey
agenda.
complete.
I would love to build some more ships, and speaking of building more ships, let's go ahead and do that right away. We got two destroyers on the way. Excellent. Meanwhile, my eyes are glued on this Federation here. Let me join. I'm like that meme where the guy is standing at the gates let me in, I gotta get in here. And it's close, but still just, let me see. Oh yeah, they're definitely no, we're not letting you join. Don't ask us. These guys, same. We're there. We're there. We just gotta increase relations more. Okay, and so here, let's probably not gonna, actually let's build trade hubs. I want to start getting trade hubs up so that we can get more energy credits. I see the energy credits are up to 103. That's pretty good. It's pretty good if I say so myself. And the sooner we are done with this crash starship situation, the better. We're gonna be starting on our 3rd Astral Rift situation. The last one was the siege on, what was it, Utopia? Not Utopia, on Paradise. The siege on Paradise. Hey, siege on Paradise. I wonder if that's an Attack on Titan reference. Because, you know, Attack on Titan, you have Paradise Island, and they're always getting sieged on.
Anomaly found.
Yo. Yo, I got questions here. I have some questions. Okay, and so yeah, for our forge world here, let's get some more alloys. We're gonna build another industrial district on this planet. There's not a lot of jobs on this world. Not yet, at least. I'll add those later. For now, I gotta get the alloys up because I want to build more ships. I have the energy credits to upkeep a fleet. And for our next tech here, let's just go with, I wonder what would happen if I researched quantum catapult right now. Like, would it make it easier for me to research more technologies, like more advanced technologies later on? We're gonna see what happens. We have 2 of these trade hub buildings up. I don't even know if that's the right way of going about that. Oh, nice. So it works. I am getting the trade value in this system now. And that's probably why my energy credits just went up even more. Perfect. On this planet here, looks like we're running a little low on jobs.
Situation log
Let's go ahead and
updated.
add some jobs. Let's see, what could we add to this world here? Maybe we can go with some exotic gas refineries. My only concern right now is that I would be running low on minerals, and so maybe I get a mineral
System
purification on this
survey
planet as well. Now, I don't know what happens when I run out of influence, but I do see that. I see that dropping more. I might have to drop some agreements with other empires in the galaxy. All right, and so finally, the this is the Tinyanki grave mound. We can go with monitoring its growth without harming it, or letting the sacred life form grow in peace. And I'm gonna go with the latter here because it's going to give me 5,156 unity. And alas, we have a tradition available here. And so for our second supremacy tradition, we're going to stay on this left branch for starters, and we're going to go with master shipwrights. This says the ever-increasing scope of our shipbuilding programs has led to the creation of highly skilled and efficient labor forces at our shipyards. Methods have continually been refined, and the time it takes to go from hull plating to a completed starship is now shorter than ever before. And so this will increase ship build speed and decrease ship build cost. Nice, build ships faster and cheaper. All right, so let's grab that scientist that finished that dig site there. Where are they? Where are you, my handy dandy science ship? And we're gonna send them right over to this rift to explore. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start another rift here. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Anomaly found.
I have no clue. I think I have not seen that sacred paradise situation, or that siege on paradise before. The ruined world, I saw in another stream. That's it. I'm diving into new charted territories, and so I don't know what the other rifts are going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and the hive mind is declaring us a rival. That's actually perfect. Let me declare you a rival. I need the influence. Cool. And who are we losing intel on? Oh, that's the hive mind. I have no reason to start any espionage operations on a hive mind. Their encryption is going to be incredibly high, and so it's not going to work for me.
Anomaly found.
All right, so let me grab my construction ship that's up here, and actually, hold up. Uh-oh. This is back on the Nimmo world, and so this is where we had those ginormous creatures we colonized before. It says, sadly, the latest efforts to... Oh, okay, so it looks like we're struggling right now to breed the Nimmo species and live on their backs. But no worries there, because we are going to go back here to the astral actions, and this time around, I'm going to gain a hyper relay insight. And so this gives me tech progress towards hyper relays by 50%. Let's activate it, and bada bing, bada boom. This astral action has now transformed into the Flash Forge hyper relay action, and I need to have hyper relay technology to use it, but it allows me to instantly build a hyper relay in one of my systems. All right, so let's jump back down here, and I'm going to go ahead and start building a research station over these 2 astral threads. What's in this astral rift? We are about to find out. All right, and so, yeah, here it is. We're exploring this astral rift now. Wow. Happy Saturday, yo, Frizzang Beast, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We've opened up 2 astral rifts so far. We've fully surveyed them.
System survey complete.
If you don't want to know what the second one is, it's already happened, and so I won't spoil it for you, but it's already happened in this stream. It's actually pretty familiar with some things we've seen before, but we are now opening up or exploring our 3rd astral rift right here. And so We're about to find out what this is here in due time. It's not very difficult at all. And we've completed a crashed starship excavation dig site. This will give us another 100 minor artifacts. We also get we get tech progress with ancient pulse armor. Nice. And so that is another one. On top of that, we've colonized Atlantica. Oh, and they want some of my dark matter. Yeah, I could share some dark matter with you guys. Got 134 of it. And so they'll give me 150 exotic gases for dark matter. Thank you, caravans. And then besides that, let's see. Our science ship here has finished that. I'm going to have this scientist now start researching special projects and anomalies. We'll have them get right away to work on that. And we have the Racket Industrial Enterprise here. I got to check these guys' fleet power. Oh man, their fleet power has grown a bunch. Let me reinforce as many ships as I can. We have destroyers, we have corvettes, and that's about it. Destroyers and corvettes on the way. We got to make sure that their fleet power doesn't get too high than ours. They're getting stronger, and they're even more hostile than they were before. Wow. All right, so who just died? One of my scientists has died. Damn it. We're gonna launch him into space. Get off our planet. Let's recruit another scientist then. Man, that scientist was all the way out here. And so let's see, we got a couple of options here. This looks like a necroid. What kind of species are you? They're a Yastun. And they have the energy Mongol trait. Let's go with it. All right, we'll give them the energy Mongol ×2. And cool, thank goodness they weren't on my council, or else I would have had to replace them. But let's go ahead and have this scientist continue to explore the galaxy. All right, so we got all kinds of stuff going on here. We have a colony ship. Okay, that's not near me. Yo, Federation guys, what is up? Is it time? We're not there yet. We are not there yet. So close, yet so far away from forming this Federation. I need to figure out a way to get, honestly, I might need to go down the diplomacy route, like immediately after the supremacy tradition. Or just, I might have to cut them in half. All right, let's keep this game going. Let's see what's up with this astral rift here. We are making a, oh, here we go. We have the entertainment Nexus. This says we've arrived in a bustling star system surrounded by numerous wormholes. Voidcraft of various shapes and sizes circle a central, brightly lighted space station. Okay. Now, the enormous structure is covered with a multicolored sign and garnish unfamiliar script. It seems like an entertainment facility designed to attract an audience for a grand spectacle. Given the number of vessels present, whatever show is taking place here, it has drawn an impressive crowd. Let's continue the investigation. Sorry, I can't talk right now. And so cool, we have our third astral rift that we are exploring, and it is a entertainment nexus. The first situation is called Come One, Come All. Alrighty, and so here we have our Minister of State has a veteran level now. Nice. Let's see, let's go with Ambassador. Again, I'm just trying my best to increase trust with these guys. Look at this, 120 trust, and they still will not let me join their federation. Okay, we're closer though. Negative 13, it was at 14. We're getting closer. I don't know what I need to do though. I don't want to start giving them a bunch of my resources because, I mean, I need my resources.
Construction complete.
We do have another tradition here available, and let me see what diplomacy will do. This will unlock the build relations agenda. Let's see. I'm looking at what options I have here. Okay, so yeah, I'm going with the diplomacy next because war games, I don't need more fleet command limits. Actually, that wouldn't hurt right now, but I'm not building ships right now at this moment, and we're not going to be bombarding planets anytime soon, at least. Let's go with diplomacy. I need to get this Federation active as soon as possible. We're going to jump over to our council, and I'm going to change this military buildup to building relations. It's a must. Yo, Krista, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hello. We're trying to join a Federation right now. We're exploring astral rifts. We're so close. We're so close to joining this spiritual Federation over here. They just, they're just, I don't know. They're showing me some friction right now.
The
The legend AYD. I wouldn't say legend. I'm a normal streamer. Nothing legendary about me. I do things. I have fun playing Stellaris, and
Anomaly found.
if that gives me a legendary status, then okay. But no, I'm a normal guy. I don't want to like hype myself up for anything more than what I am. I'm just a normal dude. Been good to see you on the official channel. Been a while since I managed to get about. No worries. Don't ever feel like you if you don't make it, you have to apologize or anything like that for it. Yes, I did have the opportunity though to make 3 wonderful videos explaining the Astral Planes DLC. It was a wonderful opportunity, and oh yeah, it was pretty cool just seeing some of my content on there. With those videos, I pretty much made everything except for like the AYD and the intro trailer and the outro part of the trailer. But no, yeah, that was a really cool experience. It felt very surreal. It's not my first time I've been on the channel, but every time I have been, it's been just, I don't even know. It's mind blowing. And so the fact that I can make content to make it on the official Stellaris page is super awesome. If there are devs that watch this, thank you so much for anyone who may be in charge of that. I appreciate it times a bazillion. I'm sure they've heard me say that over and over again. But as much as I was anticipating that, let's look at this anticipation situation. This says, we docked at the busy space station without incident. Once inside, we continued our investigation as part of the crowd. Now, as we approached the gates of the central dome, a robotic attendant swabbed each of our hands before allowing us to pass with the other patrons. Inside, we beheld an amphitheater of epic proportions. What? What is this? Like the Cirque du Soleil? It says inside the bustling interior was crowded with a variety of sentient alien life forms, each focused on a central performance area. The show will soon begin. So it's like we're at some sort of like, so what's happening right now is we went into our now 3rd astral rift, and it looks like it's a huge like entertainment center, and now we're inside of it, and we're about to like apparently watch a show. And so we just got some astral threads from that. Let's go to our astral actions here. Out of the 6 that we have, I can activate one of them, and we're gonna activate the Gaining Physics Insight technology, or the Gaining Physics Insight astral action. That's a mouthful right there. And so we'll activate that again, and we'll come back to that a little bit later on. Meanwhile, over here I have Ancient Pulse Armor. Let's research that. And for physics tech, I can now research hyper relays thanks to our astral action that we activated. I'm going to look around here and see, surely someone has alloys. Someone has to have alloys. You guys have it, I know you do. Give me some alloys. Yay, so there it is. Okay, we can't ask for too much, but 200 should do fine. I'm willing to give you energy credits. And lots of them. And actually, I'm going to give you so many energy credits that you will let me join your federation. Let's see what they say. They accept it. Okay, that acceptance for us joining the federations went down or up to 10. -10 at that. Let's see. And so we're not gonna ask, and I wanna risk it and have to wait to ask again. But this time around, I think I'm gonna give them some dark matter. Let's see if this will work. Actually, I know I have a lot of minor artifacts. We'll give you some of those. How about dark matter? Do you want this? They do. Nice. Let's see. What else can I give you? I can give you some food. I usually just sell that. Oh, they don't care about food. Okay, well, how about some more energy credits? Okay, so that's going to increase, let's see. How about, can I get a favor from you guys? No, no favors? No? They'll give me communication and active sensor links. I'll take that. Let's see what happens. Can we join this federation? That's the big question right now. I've been doing everything here. Oh, look at all these planets. Wow, that's a size 25 and 22 planet in one system, and then a size 22 planet right next to it? It's not fair. Oh, now they're very friendly with us. Please. Oh, so close. -3. They won't let me join. We are friends. Let me in, please. All right, here we go. This will do it. No, I'm not giving you communications. You guys, you're pretty much. Come on. This has to do it. I'm literally giving you free resources right now. It's still at -3. What is it? What is it that my war philosophy? I'm not changing that. So, I mean, you're going to accept these resources and here, oh, I don't have any volatile modes. Here, I'll give you some. Oh, do I have enough? Yes. Give you about 50 exotic gases. I'll give you a few more of these minor artifacts. I'm not giving you those alloys though. You can have some of my consumer goods. If this doesn't do it, they're just robbing me at this point. The past 3 trade deals with these guys have been me giving them free resources. All right, let's these guys are making me play this card here. All right, let's go ahead and change our war philosophy to Liberation Wars. Can I join the Federation now? Yes! Yes! Well, they got a vote on it right now, but now that increases our acceptance up to 27. If I would have known that, I probably just would have done that a long time ago. Let me join. Let me join. Vote yes. Yes! Oh! There it is. We're in there like swimwear, guys. Oh, wait. They just asked. Oh, come on. Don't rickroll me like that. We're gonna have...
An alien empire now speaks to us in the language of the divine.
Victory, baby! Victory! We are now a part of a federation here. Excellent. And we have made contact with a toxoid species. They're Democratic Crusaders. We'll say hello. Found an artisan troop. Oh! Yes, we think that the Dimensional Dominion would make a valuable ally. Will you join the Star Science Alliance? Heck yeah, I will. And there it is. This federation's already at level 3. Nice! Nice! That's it. And the Dimensional Dominion is in there.
Transmission.
Holy moly. I want to subjugate you guys now. What will it take? And now my influence is up. It is going up. Yes. Can we subjugate and... Oh, come on. What's the deal? You guys were saying yeah earlier. What if I give you resources? Oh, you're not getting that much. They will take some science. I'm willing to give you some science temporarily. But yo, we're joining a federation and I'm getting a subject here. A win's a win. A win's a win, baby. Oh yeah. And so the Dimensional Dominion is making moves happen here. The Federation has grown to 4 members. Look at that. And we are already a part of this Federation. We already have up to 7 modifiers. We have the research agreements between all Federation members will be free and automatic. Wow. On top of that, academic contracts will give us our federal research agreements have their research speed increased by 5%. Research speed is increased by another 5%. And we get another research alternative. And then after that, for tier 3, federal research agreements increased by another 5%. Holy moly. Rare technologies already unlocked by another Federation member now appear 2 times the normal rate. This effect would change a 1% chance into a 2% chance. I don't know how many times I've seen this modifier added to this empire, but we should be getting a lot of rare technologies in this game today. And then on top of that, our diplomatic weight from technology is increased by 20%. Nice. So we joined a Federation and we get our influence back. So now we can expand our borders again. Holy moly. And so what a turn of events right there. I want to see what's up with these guys now. How are you guys feeling over here? Oh yeah, now you're increasing relations with, oh, they're still harming relations, never mind. Can I declare war against you to impose ideologies? This would put the entire Federation at war with them. I'm gonna hold off for now. You guys though, oh, I wonder if they don't like me joining the Federation. Nope, that doesn't seem to hurt the relation at all. Can I subjugate you? No, they're not having it. Okay, and so I will be changing that war philosophy back later on, but woo-wee!
Spaceborne creature encountered.
And yeah, why is my subject making claims on my systems? Alright guys, so over here back at the Entertainment Nexus. This is the 3rd rift that we are exploring. We now have the Vaulting Vulpine situation. It says, no sooner had we taken our place than a troop of Vulpine I'm just gonna call them mammals, in sparkling costumes appeared on stage. After a short display of advanced gymnastics, a small wormhole appeared in the center of the stage. one daring acrobat dove inside just before the hole winked out of existence. Another wormhole appeared high above the crowd, ejecting the performer, who defiantly tumbled to the ground. The other performers followed suit, weaving and catching one another in complex patterns through the ever-shifting series of wormholes. The crowd gasped as one of the acrobats slipped into the portal, severing a limb from their body as the wormhole closed. Just as they were about to hit the ground, the wounded performer disappeared through yet another wormhole. The severed arm dropped from the rafters, grabbing a trapeze as it fell and flinging itself into the air. The one-armed robot acrobat reappeared, leapt high, reattached their prosthetic in midair, and landed on a pyramid of the other performers in a grand finale. The crowd was very pleased. And so a flippant use of impressive technology. And so yeah, now chapter 3 of this Entertainment Nexus Astral Rift has given us 50 astral threads. Nice.
Spaceborne creature encountered.
Nice. All right, let's go back to our planets real quick. We haven't looked at these in a while. Let's get planet Atlantica here. And look, right away, I gotta get a precinct house in this world. The crime's already brewing. We don't have a lot of jobs either, and so we'll get an industrial district. And you know what? Maybe I'll go with another forge or another alloy foundry. What's an astral thread? So an astral thread is a resource that you can collect from an astral rift. And so before we talked about the astral rifts, this is a astral rift. Now, it might be a little hard to see here, but it's so bright. There's a little bitty blue icon right at the tip of my fingertips right there. That is a astral thread. And so anytime you find an astral rift, you can exploit the astral thread. And what I mean by that is, like, pretty much I can collect astral threads, and then if I go to my discovery tree up here, this is how many astral threads I have. I have 186 astral threads, and I'm generating 10 astral threads per month. You can use those astral threads to activate astral actions, and that's what these buttons are. Now, let's sell some minor artifacts to private collectors, and then that's all we can do with our minor artifacts for now. Also, we need to build more ships, and so reinforcing more. We have a rival at our borders. I have cruiser technology now, and so let's go ahead and build our own cruiser type ship. You know what? For the cruiser ships, let me see. What do we have for carriers? Sure, I'll give the carriers a try for the cruisers. I don't know how to build cruisers that well. Anything bigger than battleships, I'm just like, I'll do something random with it. And so this is going to be my new cruiser design. Cool. And I'll add about maybe 1 or 2 of these to my fleets. I usually don't add too many cruisers. I've seen too many Reddit posts saying that cruisers are not the best types of ships to have in your fleets. But we'll have 1 though. There we go. And so for the rest of my ships here, I'll add corvettes to this one. This one will have primarily more destroyers. And this final fleet's, let's go with more destroyers. We'll go heavy on that bad boy. All right, so let's see here. Oh, we're already on chapter 4. This Entertainment Nexus, here it is, the Jaws of Life. Now, this says that a large reptilian cyborg lumbered into center stage. It carried huge metal weights, which it defiantly tossed into a gargantuan jaw. With a hydraulic hiss, it spat out the weights into the air, one after another, catching them as they fell and launching them once again in a effortless juggle. Nice. Now, an announcement blared, causing some of the audience to jump. A many-tentacled robot, a bipedal entity, and a living tangle of thick vines were brought to the stage. These creatures then willingly jumped into the reptilian cyborg's mouth, allowing themselves to be defiantly juggled in some of the same manner. Now, the mechanical beast then held the 3 volunteers in its mouth and squatted, compressing itself against the floor. Its huge frame glowed a molten orange. Oh, okay, so what's about to happen here? Now, once the process was complete, the performer opened its mouth and only a single creature walked out. Okay, that's a little spooky. Yo, Zoe, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We have a situation here. Hold, give me 1 second. It had a bulbous head and a tentacled robot, the torso of the toxoid, a thick-limbed made of entwined vines. It gestured into the crowd, evoking a stunned silence. The cyborg then re-ingested the biological amalgam and spat out the 3 individuals once again, good as new. The crowd's nervous silence erupted into cheers. And so an interesting talent, this gives us 50 more astral threads. Guys, if you don't know Zoe Monroe, check her out. Really awesome content creator that is related to another one of my favorite content creators, Old Name Mordeath. They do collaborating streams playing Crusader Kings 3. And I think I saw you playing some other games as well. I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but check her out. Cool people. Zoe, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good Sunday. Yeah, we're looking at astral threads in this Stellaris game, and so it's pretty cool stuff. Really, really cool stuff. An interesting talent. So we'll see what happens here in the next chapter of this astral rift. But yeah, this entertainment thread has been kind of interesting. We now have hyper relay technology as well. And next up, I'm going to go for the next rare technology here. This is wormhole stabilization, and this will help me get access to other parts of the galaxy. Now that we have influence that we're generating, look at all this open space. This is crazy. There's no other empires out here that I can see so far. Dang, and I wish I could get this astral rift. It's a bummer. I might have to miss out on that one. Okay, and so am I enjoying the new stuff? I sure am. There's been some pretty interesting rifts that we've opened up today. Once we pass it, I try not to like spoil it for people that are just joining the stream here, but there's a astral rift that kind of connects to another story in the game that just kind of blew my mind away right there. And so no, that was pretty sweet. But yeah, in this stream today, we're just trying to cover as much of the astral actions as we can. We're going through astral rifts, just looking at new events that are happening, and just trying out some of the new features here. But how have you been, Zoe? Oh man, spoiler. Oh, so I won't say what it is. Oh, I got so scared there. Oh my God. Oh, that scared me. Oh, that scared me. But yes, that's all I'll say for Zane Beast. There's a whole lot more to it. I'm leaving it at that. All right. I thought that someone declared war on me. It looks like, I don't know what just happened here. Oh, we've insulted a Johnston envoy? Yikes. What empire is this? Who is this? Who are you? I'm gonna say that was funny. Oh, here it is, the galactic community. And so as more and more spacefaring civilizations establish formal relations with one another, the galaxy is becoming a vibrant and lively place. To avoid tragic misunderstandings between nations, an increasing number of diplomats have called for the establishment of a new pan-galactic organization, a community, if you will, where the empires of the galaxy can meet to discuss important matters. Should the Dimensional Dominion pledge its support to the creation of the galactic community? I would never say no to this, but unless I was a determined exterminator or something like that. But yes, this would be a worthy endeavor. There was something else that just happened right there. I feel like I'm missing, but I think we should be okay. And so, yeah. All right, so here we are in the final act of this entertainment nexus. It says, the final act involved a creature made of thick gray stone. Bending into peculiar positions, it contorted, that's an interesting word, its blocky limbs into impossible knots. It then jumped high into the air and landed on its wide fingertips, to polite murmurs from the crowd. However, this was only a setup to true performance. I like zoomed in there and it scared me. The creature's movements began to slowly decelerate, to the point at which time itself began to reverse. What? Now, its figure traced back along the arc of its previous jump and froze in midair. This brought the crowd to life. Suddenly, the stasis was broken. The creature returned to the ground and began to transform. Its body changed from featureless gray stone to sparkling red crystal, free-flowing sand, brittle blue shale, and more. It continued to perform an ever more complicated series of contortions. At the height of its performance, it burst into thousands of prismatic shards. These froze in midair in intricate arrangements, refracting the stage's simple spotlight into complex displays of incredible colors and patterns. The shards slowly renowned until the performer was returned whole, and the creature left the stage to an unmatched roar from the crowd. This sounds like I want to go to the circus now. Nice, a rare specimen indeed. And so this gives me now 100 rare crystals. Wow. And now we're on stage 5 of the entertainment nexus in our third astral rift here. Let me go ahead and stop buying. Actually, I need to buy more food here. or better yet, I can just build another star base, but let's see what the wares are here. These guys want to... They want some of my Unity for... What is this? What is this? 1 bunk bed deployment decision. How about not interested? We'll pass. So Netflix Caravan, guys. Let's go to our construction ship, and now I can expand my borders again. There is a L gate that is nearby. I'm gonna take this system first. This has been on my to-do list for a bit. I want this system up here as well. It has that dark matter and another rift. Or it's just an astral scar right now, but if I can, I'll try to turn it into a rift. Hopefully we can explore it like we did before. And here we are. This is the Entertainment Nexus. Guys, we're going to stop the stream here, and I'm going to let you guys vote on this on my YouTube community poll. This is the after the show situation. It says the show is over, but the audience was invited to stick around to meet one of the acts. It says it would be an excellent opportunity to study the individuals in more detail, as each of them displayed abilities we cannot even begin to replicate. Every performer is tremendously popular, so we may only have time to see one before the station close. Which act should we prioritize? Guys, I have a YouTube channel here, and after the stream here, just give me a few moments and I will be sure to add a community poll post to this. The decision is yours. You can either vote for us to meet the Vulpine Acrobats, you can vote for us to meet the Cyborg Maw, or the Contortionalist. The option is up to you. I'm Alfie and Gleet. This has been our Astral Actions playthrough. Guys, appreciate you guys hanging out with me this Saturday afternoon. Until then, I will see you all there on tomorrow? We're playing another game, but yes, hit that link up, vote for it. Deuces.